Hello? Let me unmute you. Oh, wait, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Audio settings. There we go. What's up, everybody? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
What up, y'all? What's going on?
Not much, you?
Well, it's kind of the same. We've been pretty much hanging out all day. Here we are. This is officially the relaunch, I guess you could call it, of the Blackwood Wilds. I made this like 2 years ago. We played some games, had some fun, and kind of just fell off. But we've decided to resurrect it, and we have our first 4-man crew tonight, which is really, really exciting. We have some awesome people here. We have some amazing, amazing costumes. I think Ethan's is the scariest of all. Oh, God, it's a Kurumagara! So let's just start out and let's introduce ourselves. We don't even have to talk anything about D&D quite yet, but who are you? What do you do? Do you stream? Do you have anything you want to shout out? Let's start with Liam.
Hey, what's up? My name's Liam. Alien Cake on Twitch, but I'm gonna be playing a ranger. Halfling ranger.
Okay, how do I spell alien cake? Is it ALI3?
Nope, no, it's just legit, just straight.
It's alien cake?
Alien Cake Twitch. Someone else has Alien Cake.
Oh, it's Alien Cake Twitch. I just shouted out Alien Cake. Don't check out Alien Cake. That guy's an asshole.
That guy. Fucking Alien Cake, dude.
That guy's a douchebag. Okay, so it's Alien Cake Twitch. Boom. There we go. Let me make sure that's actually you. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Alright, you guys, check out Alien Cake Twitch. Let's go, Mr. Luke, the Endowed.
Hey, man.
What's going on, brother?
So let me put on stick in here. I am Mishlu, and yeah, I pop by stream sometimes, but I'm not really that much of a streamer. Just do it for fun at any time, really. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just
Nice, nice. And you will be playing the Endowed. Is that correct? Okay. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's move on over. As I'm sure everybody knows Oscar, but let's have Oscar introduce himself anyways.
An introduction. Yo, what up, everyone? You know me. I'm Oscar, aka podcast producer, aka Omeister on the internet. I stream in the future, so maybe you'll see me later. So that's pretty much it.
Hell yeah. Streaming in the future.
Streaming in the future.
Future man, yeah. And you're gonna be playing the same character from before, because we had a couple, I guess, one-offs with you and Ethan, and so you guys got to level up. We'll get into that a little bit further, but you guys did get a level up to level 2, so you are bringing back Giovanni Jim. Hell yeah, go ahead, go smoke, go smoke. This is Potcast, guys, so we will be smoking pot, not weed, pot. Weed is for evil people, pot is for good people. And finally, last but not least, we've got Jim. He needs no introduction. His name is Ethan. Woo! Oh my god! Yeah. And you are bringing back Jim. You got really, really quiet suddenly.
Yeah, you got real quiet.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in my stream volume, but you're not.
I can't hear you at all.
Well, that's fucking weird, because
Now it's coming
There
back.
you go.
Skype, man, I wish somebody needs to make a video call program that just works.
Discord's gonna be.
Okay. And I am your DM, Fonzai or Adam, whichever you would like to call me. And today, since we are jumping back into the Blackwood Wilds, it's been a couple years. I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown. If you do bring up Roll20, you can always access this. If you're basically on the journal page, which looks like a newspaper on the top right, on the bottom below all the characters, there's a handout section, and there's a basic rules section. So if you guys can always check that out, but I'll just give you a brief rundown and read it out real quick. So you are an adventurer because you feel a strong call in your bones to adventure. The boredom of a calm life doesn't appeal to you. You are driven to leave behind the safety of civilization and explore the wilds to make your name. Regardless of what drives you, you are driven. You choose where to go and what to do. Here are the basic rules. The first one, I'm not sure we're going to abide by that. It's basically players can suggest or join sessions on an at-will basis. For now, I think we're probably going to just keep it on Wednesdays, and we might sprinkle in some other days here and there, but most likely it'll just be Wednesdays. Next, each session is presumed to be self-contained. Players venture into the wild, find or are found by adventure, and return home each session. New characters start at level 1. Characters keep whatever gold and XP they earn from session to session, and characters may, until further notice, group with other characters of any level. That'll probably change once characters start getting past level 5. Every character starts each session in Lothloned. If characters have not returned by the end of the session, they will automatically return after the play has ended. The world of the Blackwood Wilds persists beyond each session. If players have made a change in one session, other players will see that change if they follow the same path in a later session. Lothloned grants solitude and safety from the otherwise harsh world beyond. Adventure is found past civilization's edge. Characters can rest here between sessions and come to no harm. Inspiration will be given to party members who give more details about their characters during long rests. If other players wish to ask them a question about their backstory, the storyteller may also choose to give one of them inspiration as well. Inspiration can be used to re-roll a d20 of the player's choice. Each player can only gain 1 inspiration per session and can only have 1 inspiration at a time. So that's really important, good to keep in mind, and it's a great way to role play and show us a little backstory of your character. It is by no means required. Feel free to totally negate the inspiration deal, but it's definitely handy. And then last but not least, I found out this the hard way, but the final rule is, as a standing rule for all sessions, killing other players is not allowed. I allowed that to happen the first time I ever DM'd, and I realized that was not a good idea. So we will not let that happen. No turning on each other, you sick, twisted fucks.
Wow.
Okay, so basically, go ahead. Eve?
Thinking about it. Close it.
Oh, okay.
For me?
No, I think it's Skype. I think it mutes people, and I don't know, dude. You sounded fine then, but when other people are talking... Wait, you sound really
What
good
about
there.
now?
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah, just turn that shit up like all the way.
Okay. Okay,
I
so
think it prioritizes. Like when someone talks to somebody else, the other person will be lowered. I think.
yes,
Ooh.
yeah. Skype does that
That's
too.
not good. Isn't there a way to turn that off?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Okay.
All we
I'll
have
look
to do
into
is
it.
be Respectful. It'll turn off.
Yes. Okay, so the Blackwood Wilds, guys. You are, in fact, what I'll do is if you're in Roll20, everybody, I'm just going to show you a little map of what Lothlond and the Blackwood Wilds looks like. So can you see this? The Dragonclaw Mountains, Central Plains, all
I
that?
don't see shit.
I don't see it.
I might, do I have to, let's see, do I have to give you guys permission to see this? I think I do.
Not all of it though, right?
You should see basically what I'm seeing. I wonder if I just have to drag you guys
Oh,
into
we
this.
definitely don't see that.
I don't see anything.
I think I just have to drag you guys in here. Dun, dun, dun.
I see Adam H, GM.
That's
28,
me,
18,
baby!
so- I see it on the stream.
Yeah, where are you guys? Is this where you all
I see
are?
it on the stream.
Yeah, okay. Honestly, I don't remember how to get you guys over there.
Dun
Let's see.
dun dun.
Page settings.
Do we need a character token? Because it just keeps prompting me for one.
Oh,
There
yes,
are
so, oh, here you
currently
go.
tokens on this page that
Yeah, thank
take a
you.
turn. Right click a token
Do you
and
guys,
choose add a turn.
what do you guys see on your
Absolutely nothing.
Roll20?
Yeah, exactly what you
What
said.
is it good for?
Do you have a page toolbar at the top right? It's like a little blue button.
No. Yes. No. Top right? No. I got a settings button.
Page settings. I forgot how to get you guys in there so you can fucking see it. Let's see.
Well, this is perfect height, so I can lean back and still be perfect.
Can I just drag and drop you guys there? No.
Technical difficulties.
Of course. Okay.
It's Luke. You're supposed to know how to do this. You
Me?
told us.
What the hell?
So everybody should have a token.
But it says
We don't even see.
you can
the-
also use the shortcut Control U to quick add groups.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Control U. You guys all have a token assigned to you. Represents character. Giovanni Jim. Yeah, so you guys all have tokens.
Seems to be missing.
In doubt, I got Gilroy here. How
Can't
the
do emotional.
fuck?
On the left, I'm pretty sure you have like the different levels of viewing. So you right now, I think you have everything like behind a DM shield.
Ooh, I might actually. Map and background. Objects and tokens. GM info overlay. Reveal areas. Hide areas. Reset.
So these tokens, you guys messing with some settings or something?
No, hold on.
Roll 20.
Let me open up one of my old ones.
You can press Control U to add a new group.
Okay, so that's adding
Oh,
you
my
guys.
box just went away. Like, well, I have a box, but it says corner door, and it's not full of words anymore.
Yeah.
Did that just happen to everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah!
Okay, well I added you guys. That adds you guys into your turn order.
Okay. No, that wasn't it.
I gotta go first.
Do you guys see anything, or you just see all the squares, like nothing?
We only see blank squares.
Now, what
We
if
don't
you
see the
zoom out?
tokens.
If you zoom out all the way, can you see the tokens? Because they're on the top left.
Yeah, no, there's nothing. Select them and make sure that they aren't in the GM info overlay.
Objects and tokens.
Oh, GM is overlay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're in the objects and tokens.
Strange.
Dude, I swear I could just before I could just change this and let you guys see it. Map and background. Can you guys see anything now?
You could just see it on the stream.
Yeah. But I need to know how to get you guys into other spots as well. Like, you guys definitely need to see exactly where all of your characters are.
Yeah, we don't have anything anywhere.
Okay, hold on.
TBH.
Sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties as per usual. Okay, we got name, Gilroy Proudbees in players' journals. Liam. Use selected token. Oh, okay. Hold up. Let me get back to that page.
So who's Giovanni Jim and who's Jim Jim?
I'm Giovanni Jim. He's
Okay.
Jim.
Okay, Giovanni. Here we go.
Why you should get the answer?
Use selected token. There we go.
Oh, I just saw something. Hold on.
Do you see something now?
I see the distance meters. if someone's messing around
Oh
with that.
yeah.
Ethan, do you... Oh, you guys are seeing the distance meters?
I see a distance meter, that's it.
Measuring.
Where in the fuck are you guys? That's the real question.
I wanted to pan view. That's what I wanted to do.
Wait, did I just do...
no.
Someone's making boxes.
Okay, Giovanni Jim. Giovanni Jim, do you see your token at all? If you zoom out all the way?
Yo, I think you're on the wrong page, man.
Yo, I must be.
Because someone's making someone's.
What do you guys see?
I love you. I love
yeah.
you. Podcast.
Podcast. Is somebody in here with us?
It's just
I don't
me. I'm just
Oh,
fucking.
okay.
I was like wondering, I was like, what's going on?
Oh, I see you
Behind
guys.
me.
I see you guys. Okay. How do I fucking find you over here?
Why delete that shit?
Sure.
Page settings. This is so dumb. This makes very little sense. Wait, hold on. Can I just drag you? Oh, totally. I'm an idiot.
I see things, dude.
Oh my
There we go.
god.
I see
I'm so
things.
sorry, guys. I'm so stupid.
Oh, there I am.
Dude, I see things.
Hell yeah. Okay, Jim. I'm gonna edit you real quick. There you go.
Dude, I'm so stoked.
There's Jim. Alright, the endowed.
Shit.
I don't know if I'm supposed to move.
No, I tried.
You're okay, you can move yourselves. The endowed, I love that picture, dude. It's a picture of Donald Duck with a giant boner. And last but not least, we have Gilroy Proudbees. Oops, that is not the right one.
Me up, my bad.
No, you're fine.
Where is Donald Duck with it? Whoa. I didn't know you fucking.
Okay, I think we're good.
Pictures and shit.
I think we're good. Boom. Hell yeah. Okay, so you guys all have your tokens there. Let me show you the Blackwood Wilds.
Whoa.
Prepare.
I saw nipples.
Okay, so now do you guys see...
Yeah.
So I see
black for me.
names. Yeah, I see names and nothing else.
So you
Okay,
can see Dragon Ball
perfect.
Mountains, all black, and then the Central Plains, and everything else is black.
Everything
that
is
Fog of
black?
War?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's black.
Okay, so that's Fog of War, right?
Yeah, that's the Fog of War. So
Okay.
here's what you guys know. Do you guys see anything else? You just see the Fog of War. I can show you all this because
Yeah,
there's
I can
nothing
see it
special
on
there.
stream. Okay.
There's nothing special there. So let me reveal it all to you.
Human mustard.
Okay.
There we go.
Boom. So
See
here's
stuff.
here's basically what you guys know. You're in Lothlone, right there in the center.
Okay.
You came from let's see. You came from this direction down here. Everybody This is the only path that actually gets you up to Lothlond that is a relatively safe path. So that's typically where everybody comes from. You would know that there's grassy plains here off to the right. You've, I'm sure, heard of or maybe even passed by the Desolate Swamp far over there. If you asked around, you could find out exactly that the Central Plains are just to your north, and they are surrounded by the Dragonclaw Mountains much farther north, and then you have the giant Fangwood Forest off to the west. So that's basically all you guys know about the land and the area where you are currently. So where you are is in the center of Lothlond, and Lothlond is on the edge of what is referred to as the Blackwood Wilds. They are called the Blackwood Wilds because there's a very special forest that has black trees, and that was one of the first places that was explored in this area from Lothlond. Nobody actually knows exactly where that area is anymore, but it is out there. You could find it. So you are in Lothlond. Ethan and Oscar, Giovanni, and Jim, the brothers, they came over from Neverwinter. They were on a different continent, and they ended up finding out that their father was possibly somewhere out this way, or a brother, or somebody that was related. But it sounded like a father.
Is the Endowed's last name Jim?
So you two are out here. You took a 3-week long boat ride to get here, and it took you another week just to travel up into Lothlond from where you guys landed. So you guys are hanging out. The Endowed, how did you get here?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
So you don't have to go into crazy detail, but just tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got to Lothlond, why you're here.
All right. So I worked on a ship, and I was the best seaman there was. And after my ship crashed into the coast here, a convoy of tavern wenches rang me to Lothlond, and I've just awoken out of my coma.
You were in a coma, huh?
Do you know how you got in the coma?
Probably crashing into rocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If anybody calls you anything, they just call you the Endowed. That's your name?
Yeah, because they didn't have my wallet or any ID, so they just
They went with what they saw.
Okay. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's like a barcode.
Alright, so you are hereby named the Endowed by the Tavern Wenches. Nice.
Oh, did you want me to actually say my legend or
You don't, it's up to you. You can reveal that kind of info as fast or slow as you'd like.
All right. Well, there are whispers of a man with a 20-inch penis roaming the land, pleasing all the noble women, wenches, and even a dragon one time.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's
Whoa.
But we don't know if this is
The
true.
Endowed is on hard times because he's on a ship with a bunch of seamen. It's not
Okay.
much practice, you know.
So how did you, once this ship crashed, why are you in Lothlond? How did you get there? Or do you even know? Were you out of it the whole time?
You're out of it. The Endowed is out of it.
Maybe what happened was there was some sort of a business person that saw you, and maybe some sort of a pimp perhaps, and they decided maybe this guy could help make me some money, and
All right.
he cared for you as he took you to Lothlond, and
You ever seen Boogie Nights?
The Endowed has a pimp. That's awesome. I like it.
somewhere somebody was looking out for you. You're not sure why. We'll probably find out, but somebody was looking out for you. All you know is that you woke up in the Lothlone Drunken Dragon Inn, and you were taken care of.
One of the
That's all you
secrets
know.
of the other half of his penis. We have found the endow. And since then, he has been missing half of his treatise. Like, that's where the story begins.
It's actually 40 inches, but half of it is gone.
And we have to find this one day in this mystical journey.
Find it.
And how about you, Liam? Or shall I say Gilroy Proudbreeze?
Fair enough. Well, as you guys kind of look around, all at eye level, because I'm assuming you guys are all above 5 foot, one of you walks straight into me, and a little voice comes from underneath you and goes, ahem! And you look down and you see a little purple-haired, light-skinned halfling. And he goes on to say, you just walked into a Terracomi. What are you gonna say for yourself?
A Terracomi. Ooh. Who?
Dope as fuck.
So I'm guessing at this point you guys are all. You're probably all in or around the Drunken Dragon because that's kind of the
Are
hot
we supposed
spot.
to interact right there?
Yeah. So I don't know. He's running into somebody. One of you
Yeah,
guys.
somebody.
Hopefully the endow.
Heavily did.
Fuck it, let's go to the endowed then.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe you're just kind of like waking up
6 foot.
and you're
We
coming
all
out.
found each other,
6'5".
and we all rushed to the endow.
You're like walking out of your room and Gilroy bumps right into you.
Okay, and then me and Jim are probably like sitting on a table, just like having a drink or something.
We witnessed the
this scene-
experience.
What this is going down.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We watched the scene.
Yeah, we watched the movie too. Like we see like when he says that, like everybody's like, oh, what's gonna happen?
Okay.
Jill halfling run into a huge penis. That's all I recall. And then that's the scene. And then we're
Can
waiting.
someone,
That was next.
I got an idea. Can someone get a D6 roll and just roll randomly?
You can just roll on the right side. If you put /R /R space D6 or 1D6, it'll roll it for you.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you got 4.
Okay, so that's how many people walked out of the room with me.
Okay. Okay. So it's like you. Is it 4 people? Is it 4 women? Is it mixed?
Just random people. Just
Okay.
like old ladies, like midgets, all the whole gang.
I like that. Okay.
The
Okay.
impact's not, not
So as Gilroy bumps into you, Gilroy, do you ask like, did I just? Sorry, I didn't mean to bump into your sword here. And how do you react
Is
there,
that
Mitch?
wand in your pockets? Are you just happy to see me?
Oh, jeez. Endowed? Okay. I can't even freaking do this. Yeah, I'm happy to see anyone who looks like they have some coin. Are you buying my services for the night? It'll be the best 1 GP you ever spent.
1 GP.
1 GP.
And what are these services, I might ask?
Oh, you got an A job, a B job, and then we even go to Z job, but you have to charge extra for that one. Yeah.
Well, I don't think I'm looking for that kind of service.
Perfect. I'm headed down to the bar to get a drink. You should join me.
He's joining.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I'm guessing you guys are probably just down like a little side hallway, and the Jims, watch this encounter happen as he bumps into you. What are you guys doing over there at the bar?
Well, like
Okay,
we
so-
have to meet them somehow, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
so we just watched them run into each other. There was some weird conversation happening, and then they walked away together, right?
Yeah, so you guys.
So everybody was paying attention, like in the bar or in the tavern, because
Yeah,
they
so
were,
you
like,
guys
walking
are
in.
you're at the Drunken Dragon Inn. It's got a hallway off to the side where it's got a bunch of different rooms. That's exactly where you guys were looking down. The main area is where you're sitting. It's just a large open area with a bar in the back. Nothing special about it. The center is one of those giant chandeliers that's hanging down. It's not fancy. It's just a big metal chandelier with a bunch of candles around it. And then there's other candles, throughout the sides lighting it. But there's still a lot of like dark spots. It's pretty crowded right now. There's a bunch of people there. It's probably going to be early evening, maybe 4 p.m. So everybody's off of their jobs or getting off and coming to the drunken tavern to get a little, or the drunken dragon to get a little tossed up. So things are getting a little wild, and you do see behind the bar there's a large orc tending bar back there. A few people sitting up at the bar, and a bunch of mixed people just throughout the bar itself.
Okay. No, but my question is like when we were all watching that go down, like was the whole bar paying attention to that go down, and we were just like, what's gonna happen?
No. It was probably just you two that randomly noticed it. The bar is pretty busy and loud. Yeah, you guys are. I'm guessing you're just sitting at a table right next to the hallway. Maybe one of you is facing behind, their back to it, and the other one was watching, and he was like, "Hey, yo, look at this, look at that." So what do you guys want to do? What are you guys doing?
Could I change the scene?
Sure.
Could it be that we were all paying attention, waiting to see how that was gonna go down?
So it was like everybody
was just like.
There's just a weird silent
day.
moment. Okay, sure.
Everybody was going about their day. You're drinking, and then these guys bump into each other.
They are loud
and
enough
then,
noise
they start
for everybody.
they're locked up. And they start talking, and everybody's like, "Oh, what's gonna happen?" And then they talk it up, and then they walk up to the bar or wherever they're going. So if that's the case, I want to take that cue to like jump up and be like, "Yo, let me break this awkward silence and play a tune for you guys." And I want to pull out my lute and start just playing.
Okay, hell yeah, dude. Nice. Yeah, give me a performance roll. Let's get a performance roll and
Let's
see.
get it, Austin. You better don't let me down, man. You're my half brother.
So performance.
Just click on performance.
Hey, what I did honestly is
Here we go.
Whoa, that's a big performance.
Damn. Why do you have 2 performance roll? Did you?
I don't know.
Just rolled 1, 2, 3, 4 dice.
That's interesting. Well, we're gonna go with that first top left one there. So you nailed it. You fucking nail it.
Oh,
Do you?
is this advantage and disadvantage?
Well, you only get 2 for advantage and disadvantage. There should never be 4. I can always take a look and see what happened there. Let's see, Giovanni Jim. Did you accidentally just click it twice really fast?
I just
might
hit
have-
it once again. Oh, hit it once again. I hit it a bunch of times.
Yeah, I just rolled once for me. Try it one more time. Just do a quick click on it.
I just.
Okay, you're good. You're good. All right, cool. Yeah, we're good. Just wanted to make sure nothing was messed up there.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good performance roll. The first one, you got a 22. So you nail it, dude. Everybody is loving it. The crowd starts dancing. You get people jumping up. You even get a few people that throw some coins at you. People enjoy it so much. So add a couple gold to your total there. Do you have what are you playing? Are you playing the lute?
Yeah, I played my lute, just like with my lute out, like I don't know, some among those lines of Stairway to Heaven, kind of.
Nice.
Knock, knock.
Awesome. Yeah. So you start shredding. What are you doing while all this is going on, Giovanni or Jim?
I'm watching him do his thing, man. He's my half brother. We have already gone on our first adventure together, where we both leveled up to level 2. I feel like we bonded a little bit. He's the one that plays music. I'm always sitting back. Let's say while he's playing his normal music, I'm used to him doing it by now. It's been a while that we've been together. I've heard a lot of his music on the boat. We were cooped up together. So while he's doing that, I got my spell book open and I'm like flipping through that shit. Looking at some spells, and I'm already used to his music. There was one point where maybe it would have annoyed me, but we have been together so long, you know what I mean, that it's just become a normal thing.
Yeah, you guys have only met, on that first adventure, but you probably have known each other
I'm
for
not saying
2
it's
months
bad,
now.
It's good music. It's
Yeah.
just after you hear it so much because you play it a lot because you're practicing.
Yeah, in fact, it's probably kind of soothing to you at this point.
Yeah, and at this point it's just like I'm used to it.
Yeah, nice. And then what do you guys do after you head up to the bar? And this whole crazy loot session just goes down, and this guy shreds, and the entire bar is jamming, throwing money at this guy.
Can I get up on the counter and strip?
Yeah, you want to get up there and strip? Give me a check here. Let's see. Performance. Yeah, you know what? A performance check. Yeah. Or maybe it would be more like athletics,
Okay.
because you got to be
Are you a
dancing
human?
and stuff.
What is your race? Oh wait, it says right here. What am I
I
fucking
have
saying?
negative to performance.
You're
No,
a
positive to.
tiefling. Is a tiefling small?
I'm
No,
a
tiefling's
I'm
big.
tall. I'm
They're
6'2",
massive.
200 pounds, boy.
Okay, I'm human.
And then what do you look like? Are you, because tieflings are weird typically. They're like demon-looking things.
They're like Draenor from WoW. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
With a huge penis.
And mine's got long, flowing, beautiful silver hair.
Okay.
Sexy. He's got these.
What
legs.
color is his skin?
And his skin is purple.
Purple. Okay.
Oh, so just like kind of like a Udrina.
Now, do you have a purple-headed yogurt slinger?
Ooh.
Oh shit. I don't know what they look like, but yeah, we'll say it does.
Okay, nice. Okay, yeah, so you get up there, and you're digging it, dude. Everybody is into it. And as you get up, immediately...
Did he roll? So what
Yeah, he rolled.
Oh, I missed it, my bad. Yeah, I still see that roll, Oscar roll. Oh, I gotta click, my bad.
So immediately, Wolfson, the giant half-orc bartender, he grabs your robe or your shirt, whatever it is you're wearing. He pulls you directly up to his face, and he says, "I don't care how many legends are told of you or this endowed. You are not ever to stand on my bar." And then he just lets you go and sits you back down.
Oh,
Damn.
in your fucking place. Yeah,
And then he says, "Would you like another drink?"
yeah. Just throw that in there. So, I guess... Well, fuck, I don't know how to connect us.
So, well, what were you doing, Gilroy? Like, while you see this new partner that asked you to get a drink with him try and climb up there and then get shut down immediately, what is it that you're thinking, or what that you're doing?
Immediately, as soon as he sits down, I'll pat him on the shoulder and be like, "Yo, do you want another drink? That was tough. You're doing good. That was tough."
I got shut down.
Nice. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe you guys, the gyms, you end up seeing this happen, and the loot. You probably end up finishing up your song, and you're like, you got extra gold. Maybe you go up to the bar and grab some drinks and run into these two.
Or what if, how about Oscar, how about you're a pretty cool dude. You got some high charisma. You made some gold. You saw those dudes. You already saw them run into each other, so that was already kind of embarrassing. You said that everybody saw them. You're feeling kind of, you're like, hey man, I
And
just
probably
rocked
saw
out
this
with
guy
my
jump up
knockout.
there and try to fucking.
Exactly.
trip
So
me
you
up.
saw all this stuff going on with them. You fucking were just rocking out with your cock out. People were throwing shit at you, like not feces, but like money and shit, but not feces. But and so you're like, hey, we should go fucking buy these guys a fucking drink. You know what I mean? Let's go try to brighten these guys' days up. You know what I mean? You down with something like that?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
down.
So then when I'm not
Just
fucking
pick up,
talking
pick
to
up,
you,
pick up.
your ass is way over there. I'm talking to my half brother that fucking just busted rhymes with a fucking loop. But so fucking yeah, that's we go over there and we approach them, and I guess we'll you take it because you're the fucking it's all you, Mr. Giovanni.
Smooth upbreaker. It's alright, so pick up my goal, I talk to my brother, we head up to the bar, and I'm like, "Yo, bartender, hit me with one of them sticky lizards," you know what I'm saying? And then I look at him, I'm like, "Hey, man, that shit was rough, you want me to buy you a drink?" Like, that's pretty crazy, dude.
Yeah, you suddenly get this green weird looking cup just launched to you from the other side of the bar, slides all the way down. You stick your hand out, grab it. Some weird green liquid kind of flies out from over the top, and yeah, you've got your stinky lizard there.
Hell
Yes. Oh, fuck.
And then I'm assuming if everybody else wants
He was
one,
talking
then
to you, the endowed. He was
yeah, that.
he was approaching you
All right.
with the offer for the drink.
Can we cross arms and drink our drinks together?
Stupid man.
We're both charismatic as fuck.
So just the
Bomb.
ceremonial.
Wow, you have 17 and he has 18. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
all right, yeah. So you guys, you see 3 more drinks. Are they all sticky lizards? You guys all get the stinky or sticky?
Well, are we gonna ask Gilroy too, or are you just asking the endowed?
Yeah. How are you approaching both of them, or just asking
Yeah,
the
yeah.
endowed?
Yeah, both of them.
I
Okay.
need a free drink. Is a free drink.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you see 3 more of these stinky lizard drinks fly down from the bar, and then Wolfson.
I want to say while those three drinks are given to him, so it's like for Giovanni Jim, it's for Gilroy, and it's the endowed. I was sitting in the chair, and I was fucking like, I gotta give me a second. I gotta get my fucking shit up so I can see what's going on. All right, I was like in the chair, and I had got my fucking shirt up. I wrapped a fucking. I don't think I should wrap. I wrapped a belt around my arm. I got a THC fucking syringe, and I'm like, yeah. I'm just fucking injecting THC.
Oh shit, dude, that's so good. So if you guys,
While they're fucking drinking.
yeah, these 2 weren't there,
I
so
bought it at the bar too. That's something you can buy at the bar. It's like an injection
No
of
way.
THC.
No
Say
way.
that's a no.
he
You
gets.
wanna just say
Yeah,
that?
he likes to get these THC injections. Yeah. I'm sure somebody that you probably found a drug dealer there that was slanging some THC.
Oh,
So
shit.
while I pick up this green drink, I'm gonna chug it and look over at him doing that and be like, kind of look away, put the drink back on the table.
Oh shit. So already this group is a kind of on different sides.
Yeah, so there's THC is common in this world, and a lot of people tend to inject it. It's the quickest way to get it into your system, and it's the easiest way to get extremely high. So there you would have seen, most people would have seen stuff like that before, but it's still kind of taboo.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
legal
it's
in certain
also-
pro-
It's
legal in
taboo,
certain
just like
provinces.
oh sorry, Oscar, what were you saying?
I said it's legal in certain provinces.
Yeah.
All of-
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And some places they just don't really crack down on it. They're like, you know what, just don't be an idiot, and we're not gonna bother you.
It's like necromancy, or necro, and which is the school I'm going in with also.
Yeah, maybe it's
let's
part of
say-
that.
I
Maybe
wanna
it's
say
commonly used in necromancy.
Yeah, let's just say that's one of the things because it's mysterious with like the life and death, and it's a taboo kind of thing. So this is another taboo thing that I just kind of pursue. And I want to say what happened was whenever me and Oscar were on that boat for a couple of weeks, I was reading the book of necromancy, and I was already kind of like pushed towards that school, and I never really was like I said, my parents were like dead. I never really knew them. A lot of shit was going on, so. I kind of just followed like shit that was like always different, like not other people didn't really, wasn't always the accepted thing. So like just like injecting a THC into my fucking arm, and
That's awesome.
fucking,
Yeah, that's how you.
when
That's like how you
when I started-
channel that
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, and that's where I was really studied to hit that level 2 to get necromancy as my school that I follow. Boom.
Love it, dude. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you guys are probably all getting drinks, maybe looking over at Giovanni Jim a little awkwardly, but everybody's probably having a good time still.
THC.
Yeah, how do you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm gonna go over to him.
He goes over to me.
I'm gonna go over to him right now.
Okay.
Right now is a man of his inner pleasures, his carnal desires. He knows.
Okay.
Okay,
Now,
yeah, what happens? Do you ask him for some?
Ask if he got that shit, because I need a hit.
Okay, so this is your first. Is this your first time? Is this your first time ever seeing something like this go down?
Oh yeah,
Okay, so it's like a dab. Like it's like the first time taking a dab.
first dab.
Imagine, like, I'm sure I'd be like, well, I'll let you know you want to start off slow. You don't want to hit too much of it because it's gonna be the craziest fucking high you're ever gonna experience because you're injecting THC into your arm. I would not recommend that. Just saying, in real life. I'm talking about D&D. but so I'd say start slow. But when you start, you're not gonna stop. That's the only thing I can say.
So do you just like
okay.
hand him over like the whatever it is you're using to tie up and stuff?
I have the belt on my arm, and you just see the finished injecting into my arm, so I'm like all fucking high as shit, about to go take a dab, you know. And fucking, I take off the belt, I hand it to him, and with like a full syringe, and I'm just like, fuck it, let him do what he wants. If you want to take the whole thing, can.
Do you clean it? Like how? What is it
It's like
sanitized?
I have a whole bunch of them, and they're all
Okay.
clean and ready. Like I never use the same one or anything like that. And
Okay.
Needles, though.
Nice.
Alright.
You know,
Well,
with
Sure
THC,
needles,
yeah. See, THC makes you think about things. It's all about cleanliness and chilling. I don't know.
since it's my first time, I'm gonna take a quarter, but I want to persuade the group to come take a hit with me as well.
Holy crap! So you want everybody to? How
Yeah.
about like?
And I have 5 in persuasion, so good luck.
Okay. Okay, so how about you roll your persuasion,
Okay.
and then I'll have everybody else roll a Constitution check.
I was gonna say, could I be like? Could I
Well,
be like, hey,
actually-
man,
Jim, you don't have to roll one. I mean, you've already taken one, and they're yours, so you don't really care.
well, I was gonna say, hey man, this stuff's pretty crazy. I've been doing it for a long time. I do have a regular, like, let's just say I bust out like a regular piece and like some fucking weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say I have like a regular piece and some weed. You know what I'm saying?
Like a regular
and
wood
I'm
pipe.
like, this is for the people that I usually hang around. If anybody's trying to chill, if you want to try that, you're more than welcome to fucking inject THC into your penis vein. But if you want to fucking just take some bumps off this nice bud that I have in this little piece, you can definitely do that.
Well, do I persuade the group to come smoke?
Yeah, okay. You think about
Okay, yeah. So you you drop an 18. Everybody roll a, let's see, I don't know, Constitution, I suppose.
Is this a fine time for me to go actually take a dab since it's like I'm not?
Yeah, go ahead, do it up. Yeah. Yeah, roll a Constitution check, and we'll see if you guys beat it.
Looks like Gilroy is gonna smoke.
I'm gonna force you to fucking smoke here on podcast.
You're that fucking THC.
Ooh, yeah, Giovanni and Gilroy, you,
Oh, that too, though.
dude,
God.
he straight up just failed on that.
What happens? Is he taking
I'm
the full
also better
dose
my
by
voice.
himself
I
now?
even- Okay, you guys, tell them, go for it.
All right, yeah. So all of you, what do you guys do? Do you just like stay right there and everybody injects? Do you go back to? Do you take people back to your room, or how are you trying to be discreet?
Just like 5 or 4 people just sitting at the bar, just like, yeah.
If you have-
This is the best D&D ever. Let's bring heroin in the fucking bar. The first town we're all doing THC.
I don't know where I put one of those like guitars, the aux cord, and just like wrap it around in my hand.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, if you guys are hanging out there, you would start to attract some attention. Everybody's kind of looking over at you. Some people like kind of look at you, nod. A lot of people are looking at you awkwardly, like, I don't know about these guys. Nobody says anything
Fair
though.
question: is it legal where we're at?
Where you
We said
are
our
in
provinces.
Lothlone,
Let's say
Lothlone is on the edge of the wilderness, so there's not a whole lot of laws and rules here, according that are associated with drug use. It's a crazy area. Okay, you're the Wild West out here.
It's a Wild West.
So yeah, people might look at you weird, but unless it's something insane, nobody's gonna come up and stop you. Yeah, so you guys all just do it at the bar, and everybody gets super baked.
Fuck it, let's just go to the bar. We only got one shot to do this. We won't be able to do
But,
this in heavily
Since I don't have a
populated.
belt, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to take my bagpipes and try to squeeze it around my arm. And
Okay.
while that's happening, the bagpipe is just squeezing the air out.
It's like,
Dude, we're level 2s. I'm not fucking scared.
the bagpipes go and you're injecting it. Nice.
Oh shit! So is this Giovanni Jim's first injection of THC into his arm or whatever?
No, I think when we were in the boat, you just like
He probably,
in the boat.
yeah, he probably talked you into it. That makes sense.
Man, dude, that dab.
Okay, so give me a Constitution check, Gilroy and the Endowed, since this is the first time we've ever injected THC.
So would you say me and Oscar has been fine?
Yeah, you guys don't need to roll
No,
one.
That's even
Okay.
worse.
Do I have to roll
Yeah, you need to roll.
Constitution?
Yeah.
I have a shit. Oh shit.
Okay.
I just took a fucking fat dab and
Nice. Okay, yeah. So Gilroy, you're small. You're a halfling, and
You're
you're
small.
taking
Oh,
the
yeah.
amount of THC like a normal. You're just seeing what they're doing, and you just take whatever it is they take. So, dude, you inject this, and you suddenly start seeing psychedelic colors in your vision. You're looking around, you're not sure exactly how much you injected, but you know it was probably a little too much. You would probably have passed out after about 5 minutes or so. What what do you guys do when you see Gilroy just pass out in the middle of the bar?
Oh shit.
Hey,
How about
the
this?
first thing.
Wait,
Well,
how about this? I'll get off my stool, still high as fuck, take off my bagpipes and just start trying to play. But after my first breath, I won't remember to get another breath and I'll just pass out.
Okay. Yeah, dude, yes.
that was your immediate instinct from what's going on with you. Like you just don't know what to do.
Yeah,
Okay, I
just-
want to say after it's immediately as ooh, sorry guys. As immediately as Gilroy fucking drops, I'm just like, hey, now it is. You know that guy really well. I mean, because the only time I've ever seen him is with you. So, I mean, is it your responsibility to take care of what's going on?
Well, he's my first friend, right? My first tavern friend. Shit. I gotta rescue him. Okay. He's not breathing?
No, he's breathing. He just fell asleep.
Okay,
Yeah.
shit. Okay,
We're
good.
probably
I was
injecting
gonna have-
marijuana.
He was
I
just
gonna have to whack him with my wiener in the chest to give him breath.
Just a large just.
Dude, are you trying to kill him?
Jeez,
Jeez, man.
Be endowed.
Yeah, you can't be just whacking halflings with your giant penis.
Didn't you say you could shoot spells with your penis?
Wait
Wait a minute. You don't use your weapon to wake somebody up from a fucking pass out.
What if it's just a little drizzle?
Yeah, I think at this point, the bartender comes back over. He looks over at Giovanni and he says, "That'll be 20 silver pieces, and get your little friend up off of that stool."
I mean, here you go. I hand him the 27 silver piece.
Okay, so you threw him a tip. It was just 20.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll throw him a tip.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
He.
He.
God, dude,
What's your persuasion at?
I'm at a 6,
You're at
and I'm
6?
proficient in it.
Damn, you should convince him to take a hit with us.
All right. Yeah. You know
He
what?
just wait. Who's taking?
Okay, so you want to
to
try and persuade.
I tip him the 27 gold or the 27 silver. And I'm like, hey yo, wanna get in on the action or what?
Yeah, he tried to
He
hit somebody.
so he counts it out and he says, not bad. What is this action that you speak of?"
Well, just a little THC, just make you feel a little good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a little less stressed.
Got less stress, a little.
Oh,
less
that was
stress.
perfect from the endowed. That was perfect. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't ruin that moment. But
Okay, how about this? How about who wants to try and convince him?
Me.
You'll ask me.
Okay, so I'll give you advantage. We'll say the endowed is like, you guys are probably really baked right now. And you're just kind of like looking at each other like, let's try and get this giant half orc dude super fucking baked too. And So you two kind of conspire as you're giggling over here super high to try and get this dude baked. So I'll give you advantage on a persuasion roll. Give me a persuasion roll.
Here we go.
Why is it rolling 2? It's so
Just
weird.
one.
Damn, it's advantage. You get, but you get the advantage, so you get a 10.
10, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work. He kind of looks at you and he says,
I rolled performance and not persuasion.
oh, that was performance, dude. Yeah.
Click
Yeah, give me
persuasion
a
roll.
persuasion roll.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh, damn. Damn.
Well, that doesn't look like it's gonna matter.
All right, yeah, it works. He comes, Wolfson comes around the bar, and he says, "I don't know what it is you guys are doing, but it looks like a hell of a lot of fun."
Wait, he just rolled the same number. Why would he now be persuaded?
He has
No,
advantage.
because he got the advantage. So he gets the second.
Oh, okay.
So you get the when you have advantage, you take the highest of the two, and when you have a disadvantage, you take the lowest of the two.
I feel you. I fucking.
Otherwise, you always take the left.
Okay.
Okay,
I
cool.
thought that was for sure his number. I was like, how did he roll 2 7s?
Yeah, you guys convince him. He comes around, he ties one on and injects some THC as well. And you see him, he sits down, right? He's a large half orc. This dude is about 6'6". He weighs 350 pounds. He's just like a massive hulking man, and he just immediately falls down right on one of the stools and just has this half-baked look on his face with a big old smile, and he's just looking around, just having a good old time.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Okay, so you guys are all hanging out, and as you're sitting here, are you playing the lute? You trying to play any more now that you're high there, Giovanni?
Nah, I think I'm just chilling for a minute.
Okay, yeah. So you guys are probably all chilling, and Wolfson is just chilling right next to you guys. People are at the bar. They're asking for drinks, and he's like, "Shut up and calm down. I'll be there shortly." So he actually kind of strikes up a conversation with you guys and just asks everybody where you're from, what you're doing, what you're all about. Do you guys have like anything special or specific you're telling him about why you're here in the Black or in Loth Loand?
I'm still passed out, right?
You know what? Well, let's find out how long you're passed out. Roll me a d20. Okay, so we'll say you're passed out for 14 minutes. You're probably still passed out at this point. Maybe like another 5 minutes passes and you'll be awake. But at least initially, when Wolfson is talking to you guys, you're not awake for it. And you probably wake up like in the middle of everybody talking and chatting.
Okay, well, I want to say that as soon as this, I'm the guy that I'm the guy that is used to injecting marijuana into my arm. I do this a lot. I'm the one that's the one that's done it the most. So I'm chilling right now, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, you're probably feeling totally fine.
Chaotic neutral. I'm chilling. Feeling totally fine. So I'm like, hey, this orc is a barkeep, right? He's super fucking high now. Says it's like his first time. I know a lot of people, especially the first time, this shit can be kind of like the truth serum, in a sense. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it's gonna work. But my guess is to ask this orc any information I might have, journeys, quests, missions. I want to see what he knows about what's going around, and then maybe after we find something cool, since I experienced this amazing time and finding this information out with these new chaps and my half brother, we'll be like, hey, you want to fucking come on a mission and check some shit out? Is that fine? I don't know. I don't want to fucking go. I don't know what your plans are, and I don't want to make him the quest giver, and that's like fucking something wrong. I don't like, but that's not. Is that cool? Is that a good fucking?
Sorry, I was taking a hit. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Wolfson, oddly enough, it just so happens is...
Did I roll anything?
No, you're fine. So Wolfson is known in Loth Loand as... he works in the Drunken Dragon. the Drunken Dragon Inn. It's the biggest inn and bar in Lothlond. There are a couple of other smaller ones, but this is by far the most popular. And a lot of it is because of Wolfson. Wolfson is a pretty...
It's like going low every once in a while. It's weird.
Is
Does
it?
that happen to anybody else?
It might be because of
it did
Skype.
for a bit, but it's fine.
It just like goes down, and then like, okay, I'm sorry.
It might be because of Skype. I'll try and just stay closer to the mic here. Okay, so yeah, he's Wolfson is actually a pretty charismatic dude. He has seen a ton of battles in his lifetime, and he basically lives vicariously through all the adventurers that come through Lothlond and head out into the Blackwood Wilds. So he's a really good guide. He ends up, for the most part, anybody that he likes, he'll help him out, tell him where to go. He lets people know what kind of quests are possibly available out there, places to earn money if you want to go find treasure. He knows of quite a few places. He talks to all the adventurers, so he's a pretty knowledgeable guy. And he actually, while you guys are super baked, I'm guessing about this point, Gilroy, you're probably also starting to wake up. You're probably going to be a little bit out of it, but you do end up overhearing the conversation that Wolfson has with your new-found compatriots. And he just lets you know of some of the rumors that are currently going on right now. One of them happens to be a traveling merchant, and the traveling merchant reported that there was a small band of goblins, and they're terrorizing caravans on the road to the north. Another rumor was that there is a famous bandit named Angold, and he has been spotted supposedly in town in back alleys. A lot of people think he was either dead or had just left the area entirely. But some people have been reporting that this Angold has been spotted in some back alleys, maybe in the shadows of taverns and brothels, and seemingly speaking with other kind of shady-looking characters. He also told you guys about some strange noises that could be heard from, it's a farm not too far outside of Blackwood Wild, or Lothlond, called Giles Farm, and it's just run by the Giles family, or used to be. And there seems to be some sort of a connection between the sounds and the cycles of the moon. And then the final rumor is, or it's not even a rumor, he knows Gilly Salt, who is the patron of the, what is it? She owns her own potion shop. I don't know. Oh, it's Fangwood Potions, Gilly Salt.
Do I sound fine right now, or am I loud?
No, you sound fine.
You sound
Yeah.
beautiful.
Gilly Salt. She owns the Fangwood Potions, and she is looking for possible help.
Man, well, if he told, like, okay, so everybody kind of heard that.
You guys would have, yeah. This is.
I wonder what that Angle's guy's angle is.
That made me get that joke.
Uh-oh. I fucking missed the angle part. God damn it. I was busy. I was thinking about the last part. That was exciting me.
There was that thing with the crate, right? Like a car or something?
Yeah.
Can I get a confirmation? Something about a cart?
Sorry, what was it? The caravans?
Yeah, the caravan.
Yeah. So you want to ask you ask him more information?
Yeah, about the caravan thing, yeah.
Yeah, he just tells you that there was a traveling merchant, or there's been actually several traveling merchants coming in from. There are, even though you are on the edge of the Blackwood Wilds, which is pretty much, it's not undiscovered, but it's just nobody's really gone further than Lothlone to settle. There are some small camps, some really small towns out there. Where some really tough, rugged people have been for probably a really long time. So there are some traveling merchants that come in through the roads to these other places. And you don't really know a lot of details, except that the road to the north seems to be the most heavily hit by the goblins. But he doesn't really have much more information other than that.
look back and tell the group, well, guys, I know I just met you, but you guys want to go check this goblin situation we have in our hands, or what do you guys think?
Well, seeing as I've passed out, done drugs, and drank with you guys within the first 5 minutes of meeting you guys, I'm down to do with whatever you guys want.
Good man, like good man. It's a good choice.
I would just say we should go talk to that lady, Salt, right? Saltwood.
Gilly
What's
Salt.
her name?
Gilly Salt.
Just because we're already in town, and what if whatever she needs help with is related to goblins, and if we go talk to her beforehand, it'll save us coming back and then finding out she might have actually been seeking help, or like something else in there, or more information we could get from her if it is for the goblins. If it's
Okay, so-
not, we could decide to pick that mission, or I mean, I would say go for the goblins because fuck goblins, let's kill them all, right? But you know, that's how I say it. But I'm just saying, like, we should just take the time to go. I think because nobody's in a rush, right? Like, there's no
And
time.
no caravans are crossing.
No. Yeah, or like, is there like a caravan anytime soon coming? Like that we might be like, oh shit, we need to go now instead of later.
Caravans, the caravans don't come in regularly. It's basically kind of an intermittent thing whenever people show up, because it is pretty rugged and rough out there. Only
So it's, like,
people.
kinda random.
Yeah, it's there's not really scheduled caravans, at least not coming from the North Road. There are maybe some scheduled ones coming from the south because it's a much safer passage, but not from the north side.
Okay, then I like if it's fine with you guys, and if we're all gonna decide to group up, and we are apparently. I mean, it's fucking. I would say let's just go talk to Billy Salt first. You never know.
Alright, I'm not with that. Convince me, yeah.
I agree
Sounds
with
good with me.
Jay. But
Okay.
I have to get rid of my pimp, guys.
Okay.
Get
Where's
rid of
he?
pimp. Are you gonna, like, okay, wait. Should this be like our side quest to go find this pimp and kill him or something? Like the only way that we can truly have the endowed back is to get rid of his pimp, because if he can't leave the pimp and he's an almighty powerful.
So he doesn't know quite yet about a pimp. He knows he was brought here.
Okay.
And he knows you guys. So you guys, those are just rumors, right? If you want to look into the backstory of the endowed, you can do that too. You literally have whatever freedoms you want. You could just be like, you know what? Let's just kill everybody in here, and you could try and do it, and see what happens.
I don't feel like doing that. No, I want to go talk to fucking Salt.
Try.
That's right.
Yeah. We don't know, especially since when we walked in, the first thing he said was, "Oh, there's a huge fucking orc and a mix of different things just sitting there. So who fucking knows? It could be
Right,
like,
yeah.
like
Is he
crazy.
on our side now? We got high with him.
I mean, you guys. He's definitely friendly with you guys for sure. You've.
Shit. Does anyone have illusions?
I do.
I have minor illusion, I think, as well.
What are you trying
Let's
to do?
fucking disguise the people in the bar in different shapes and shit. And have the fucking bartender kill them.
You are a triangle.
Wait, what? You're saying you think we should turn the people in the bar to make them look like they're different shapes, so that it freaks the bartender out and kills him because he's high?
Yeah. That's one option. Right.
What benefit do do we?
Dude,
Hey, I'm chaotic neutral. Anybody here not chaotic neutral? Or
I mean,
high?
you know, play it out. How would you guys? If he? So you're sitting at the bar, and right after Wolfson tells you about all these things happening, because you know, I'm sure you asked about what's going on in town. Suddenly, your friend, the endowed over here, just drops this on you. I'm assuming Wolfson at this point is probably back behind the bar, serving everybody. He's baked as fuck still, but you know, he's out there trying to give drinks to people, probably tossing the wrong drinks out.
Is the endowed still like super high from?
You guys are all baked. You guys are all really high. Yeah, it hasn't been that long.
I rolled a really high constitution. But
So yeah, the endowed drops that on you. How do you guys react to it?
Can he roll a persuasion check against me?
I don't think he needs to, because you can make your own choice right now. Are you really trying to persuade everybody to do this?
not really.
Okay. Yeah. So he's just suggesting it.
Talking to me, right? Were you just talking to me because I'm a wizard?
He wouldn't even
No,
know
depending-
that though, right?
Depending on what he rolled, I was gonna play it out. That was what I was thinking.
Yeah. We can flip it
I was
out.
leaving my character's choice to the dice.
Because I have
Okay.
prestidigitation, but I don't think that.
Prestidigitation?
Yeah, I don't think that gives me the ability to change anything to fucking make it look like it's a goddamn shape, though.
Yeah, it's
You
okay.
know, I don't know if I can. Like, if you can do it, I'll support you. I'll
With
sit
the
there
minor
and laugh.
illusion, can't you make it look like that there's someone in the place that we're in,
Yeah.
so that you could anger everyone inside the bar? Maybe
Let's-
start a bar fight.
Okay, let's look it up. Let's see what minor illusion says here.
Ooh, like if you make like, something.
You
that's-
create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration. The illusion also ends if you dismiss it as an action or cast the spell again. If you create a sound, its volume can range from a whisper to a scream. It can be your voice, someone else's voice, a lion's roar, a beating of drums, or any other sound you choose. The sound continues unabated throughout the duration, or you can make discrete sounds at different times before the spell ends. If you create an image of an object, such as a chair, muddy footprints, or small chest, it must be no larger than a 5-foot cube. So you can only make something a 5-foot cube size. The image can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion because things can pass through it.
You could create like a scream in the back room, like a high pitched scream.
like
That's
a
some stuff
murder
like-
scream.
Could I make like actually saying something?
Yeah, you can make it somebody's voice and like say come here or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could I make
Are you
it
able to do it too, Oscar?
I
like a horn?
think I have minor illusion. Yeah.
Hell yeah, okay. I don't have it. So. I can do fog cloud. Can I just fog cloud the goddamn room? Say fuck everybody?
I like
it's
Cool J's
Actually, you
idea,
could.
like a lot. And I'd say we put the pimping thing like a side quest since we didn't see.
Yeah, so part of what's weird about your mystery right now, the Endowed, is you still don't know how you got here. You know you were taken care of, and you were taken care of well because you walked out of that room with 4 people and they all paid you. And you're just kind of like, I've never been paid for this before, but this is great.
Yeah, there we go.
So you are free to try and look into that. You can ask questions about and see what happened or whatever you guys want to do. And you don't have to go with the rumors.
Like, are we, are we trying to get something? Are we trying to watch people die? Like, are we just what?
Yes, but that's what we're trying to do right now. Is figure out which quest to go in. If
Yeah,
we
what
want
do you
to go
guys-
to the
what's
one
you-
you suggested.
What are your motivations? Do you guys want
Or we
money?
can-
I don't
or
know
we can
why
try
you
to
all are
make
out
a
here.
bar fight.
I don't know why you guys are out here on the edge of civilization. You need to determine that and figure out, like, are you out here to make money and get
Oh
rich?
shit.
Do you want to just explore? Are you an adrenaline junkie? And in the case of the Endowed, he doesn't know why the fuck he's here.
Okay, well, for me and Giovanni, Jim, we've already done a quest, and I feel like that already made us like know that this is like our thing that we're doing. So we're seeking to go fucking do shit and get stuff. So like, you know what I mean? Like if we
You guys are probably looking for info about this other
Yeah,
gym.
especially I think
the gym.
oh yeah, dude, we're looking for the info on the goblins because our last quest, we fucking don't know what happened to a guy. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
in
that
a
one guy
different.
dis-
So no, that's on a
Okay.
different continent. But remember, you guys came here because you found out that there was another gym over here, and you're not
Oh,
sure who it is. If it's your
Dude.
dad or a brother or what.
Fuck. Okay, so then so then maybe this salty lips will know anything about the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Gilly Salt. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, I can't. I just know salt. Salt's the only one I remember.
Yeah. No worries. So you guys want to just head over to Gilly Salt's Fangwood
No,
potions?
Do y'all want to go crazy? And we're just fucking trying to kill everybody in the. I don't mind.
Well, we can go do a quest. Let's decide if we're going on a quest. Let's go do a quest. We can go to that one, the one you were saying. We can ask the girl that's wanting help, or she's like in town or something.
Yeah. We do that.
Okay.
I'm down for that.
Alright, so we ask him for directions to what this place is.
Okay, yeah. So he just points you in the direction of Gilly Salt's place. It's kind of on the north end near where the northern road heads off. And so you guys walk through town. It takes you about 5 minutes to get there.
But before we leave, I would like to use my minor illusion to have like a voice from the back of the bar go, "I hear the bartender's a bitch," and trying to instigate a fight.
Yeah, okay. So you guys, as you guys are walking out the door, you drop this. So where does it come from? Like somebody at the bar?
Yeah, like somebody that's somewhere passed out in the bar or where people are at, would like to try to get them to fight somebody in there.
Okay, yeah. So as you guys are walking out, you kind of all huddle around the door there. I'm sure, and you guys are like super baked at this point still. So you're just giggling to each other. Did you do this randomly or was it planned? Like, did everybody know?
I think we, like I said, we discussed about doing this, but we decided not to when we were leaving. So I just did it like that. Like they knew, but we were just leaving, so I just did it.
Okay. Yeah, so you just randomly drop this. Did you point it out? Did you tell them, or you just do it and walk out?
I just walking out, you know.
Okay, yeah. So as you're walking out, all you hear is, as you hear that voice, suddenly you hear, "Nobody calls Wolfson a bitch, but I am too high to do anything about it.
Oh.
You are lucky today."
Cool.
And then, boom, door slams behind you. You guys exit the Drunken Dragon Inn, and you make your way up to the north side of town. And as you guys are walking, you notice it's a decent-sized town. It's definitely... You guys just came from Neverwinter. Gilroy and the Endowed, I'm not sure what your past was like, what kind of cities and stuff you've seen. But you guys would know this is not huge on the scale of cities, but it's relatively big for a town. It takes you about 5 minutes to get up to the north side, and yeah, sure enough, you just follow the path kind of all the way up. It winds around a little bit. You end up passing off to the left. There's a really large house. It's got huge pillars out front. You can tell that it belongs to somebody important in the town. And you guys would know that most likely it's some sort of a mayor, governor figure, somebody that helps run Loaf Loaned. So yeah, you kind of continue on past it, and you do end up running into Fangwood Potions. There's just a wooden sign right out front, right on the path. Not easy to pass by without seeing it. So you come up to it. It's a small little hut. It's made of a lot of thatch. There are some bigger kind of wooden pieces around the outside and stuff, but a lot of it's just kind of thatch woven together. And you do notice that the front door is not a normal size. It's a little smaller than a normal sized door, and the hut itself is not a typical sized building you would see humans living in.
Is that halfling?
I have no idea.
Do you guys just go in? You want to just walk in and find out?
Is that where she's supposed to live?
Yeah, this is where Gilly is. It's Fangwood Potions is where you are.
Yeah, I'm down to just. I'm not gonna.
Wait,
I'm not.
how big
Yeah,
is
let's
the door?
knock on the door, man.
I want to knock on the door.
How big is the door, though?
The door it's about a 5-foot door.
So
yeah,
like,
I can't win.
yeah.
I can't.
You definitely have to like crouch down and probably get down onto. How tall are you?
6'4".
6'4"? Okay, yeah, you've got to.
That's
You
my
definitely have to
character
just
size.
like really
My
crouch
character is
down.
my exact height.
Okay.
I think so. Remember I told you my character looked exactly like me? Poor character.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, yeah. So you guys can fit, but it's a bit of a struggle to get in.
Well, can we just knock first instead of just like barging into somebody's house and maybe they want to talk to us outside?
Well, it's a
Like, hey,
business.
man.
Like you know, this is a business.
Oh,
It's not
okay,
her
I thought
house.
this was
It's
like-
Fangwood Potions. This is clearly a
Okay,
business.
let's
You can
fucking
still
go
knock
down.
if you want, though.
Yeah. No, I say we just fucking.
I can walk in first since I don't have to crouch down.
Okay, yeah.
That's a good
Then
idea.
nobody walk in.
I can walk in second.
Okay, yeah. So as you guys walk in, I'm assuming like Gilroy and Giovanni just stroll through. How tall are you, Giovanni?
I think I'm 5'11".
Okay, so you duck down. You definitely have to duck down. You're like, man, this is fucking tiny. And then you guys both get in, and you just look behind you, and you see Jim, and right behind him the Endowed, just kind of like scrunching down, trying to just kind of squeeze through the door. And as you guys are in there, you're greeted by a small little halfling. and her name is Gilly Salt. She is a small little halfling. She is only about 3 feet tall, so it makes sense why the door is as small as it is, or for her
Smaller than me.
as big as it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how tall are you, Gilroy?
I'm 4'1".
Yeah, so she's even smaller than you.
Oh my. And so like when we're inside, we still can't stand up or anything. Like, do we have to just like? sit down?
So the roof is actually, if you stand towards the center, it's like a slanted in roof. The sides of the walls are actually, they're taller than the door. They're probably closer to 6 feet. And then the sides of the roof are going to be a little smaller, but they do angle up. So as you get towards the center of it, you can stand up totally.
Stand up.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So you guys are all towering. Even Gilroy is towering over this tiny little blonde dwarf. She's not super old, but she looks like she might be in her 40s or 50s, which is pretty normal. Or kind of like it's same as humans. Halflings age about the same rate as humans do.
Okay.
Yeah, and you just hear a way from down below, nice and quiet for you guys up top. Hello there. Welcome to Fangwood Potion. Sorry for the inconvenience of the door. I am indeed, as you can see, very small, and the door does not encumber me at all. Anyways, moving on from there, what brings you in here, my dears?
Well, fucking A. We heard that you're looking for some people to do a quest or for some help.
Yes, language! Indeed, sir. Watch the language around this lady, first of all. But, yes, I have a quest, I suppose. Really, all I need is for a few rugged adventurers, I would say, to gather some flowers for my healing potions.
What a fucking waste of time. Let's go get to the caravan. I say we just leave. No.
Well, hold on.
Why can't you just get these flowers yourself?
That's why I said rugged, because it is located in the Fangwood Forest. In the Fangwood Forest. Yes.
What's so special against this forest? It's a forest.
Indeed. But there are many bandits and other foul creatures about. Far too powerful for me to go out and gather these flowers. So yes, I do need some rugged adventures to possibly help out. I can tell you exactly where to go. The flowers are called Leo's flowers. They are big. They're about 3 feet tall, easy to spot out in a huge valley. And if you can gather approximately 100 to 150, I will give you each 10 gold.
150 flowers.
Indeed.
I would like to do a investigation check on the surroundings of this place.
Yeah.
Fine with you. And what I'm looking for is just anything that looks suspicious, because this is just like too easy. She's gonna give us all this gold to go collect some flowers, and it's supposed to be.
It's Tetris, man. It's like in this crazy forest with crazy shit in it.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what can. Yeah, but fucking, I don't know. I wanna investigate.
Well, you can just look around. Like so you look around the area, and you can tell that that Gilly is probably a really busy person. In fact, while she's talking to you, she's been concocting potions. She has like a mortar and pestle, and she's mashing up what looks like some other kinds of flowers, dumping stuff in these little other little like pots and stuff, and boiling things. You see potions all over the place. So you can tell that this is probably a pretty serious lady when it comes to potion making and alchemy.
So, can I pick up like a random potion and sort of inspect it while I'm talking to her and be like, so, these flowers that will get you, what kind of potion will it make you?
Is it healing, right?
Yes, yeah, they're healing flowers.
Okay,
Yes,
so
these are healing. The Leos flower, they help create healing potions. They will help heal your wounds.
Can they do anything else?
And how valuable are they?
Oh, the Leos flowers, it depends. In mass quantities, they can be very valuable.
like that. Hey.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
Does it heal STDs?
STDs, I'm not so sure, but you could probably go up the street and talk to the doctor.
No, I'm gonna persuade to make her make the motion for that.
for STD.
I need this potion. I can't be seen going into the doctor. He'll put it on my sheet and ruin my fucking.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know what to even start with that. I have no idea what an STD even is.
Well, I can show you.
Oh no.
That cures other illnesses. Illnesses of the sexual nature.
Oh, indeed, it was the sexual nature. Well, indeed, I don't know what to say about that.
I'm gonna
Guess
roll.
you would have to show
persuade.
me
I'm gonna ask her for where she lives.
first. Oh,
So are you trying to bed? You're trying to bed Gilly Salt, the 3-foot halfling, with your 20-inch
Kill
dong?
her. Is that a 20-inch penis? Like split in half. Going straight through the mouth. Alright.
I like you as fucking I roll. See what
Look
this
at
happens.
spit roaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are you trying to do?
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
roll it.
get my fucking
Go
endowed.
persuade.
Okay, yeah. So you wanna see if.
The best potion of all.
So how do you approach her? Like, are you super straightforward? Do you just pull your endowed giant penis out and show it to
What was
her?
the context before? What happened beforehand just now?
We were just
Intrigued.
well, she was just offering us the quest to go pick fucking flowers for the
And then you
person.
asked her about STDs, and she
Yeah.
got like very shy, and it was like, I don't know exactly what those are.
Fuck, I don't think she wants to sleep with you after you asking for STD potion. Oh, hey, I need STD
No,
potion.
no, no,
Wait,
this is
can I
the
put my
best
penis
part.
inside you?
So that way she'll know what to cure.
Oh.
No, she'll want to cure it herself.
Yes, there you go. Let's go. Okay,
Let's go.
persuade her. I'm gonna be like, yo, hey girl, you trying to?
Okay, so you gotta since you just asked about an STD potion, you have to roll at a disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, that was a bad setup.
Okay.
That's a bad.
So I have to roll.
So
I
you roll.
persuasion.
You get the
So
lowest
yeah,
one.
go ahead and roll your persuasion, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Whoa!
Oh, 13.
Boom, 13. Okay, so this is actually a perfect time to take a quick little 5-minute break. Yeah, if you guys want to go, like, take a pee, get a drink, whatever it is, get some refreshments, go to the bathroom,
Hey.
everybody. I'm going to play some tunes. We're going to have a little Be Right Back sesh. And in 5 minutes, we'll come back and we're going to see what the Endowed does to this tiny Vape Nation, what up, y'all? Vape Nation, everybody! Get it! Get it!
We're gonna edit that in, right? Edit it
I'm Ethan Bradbury.
I'm Ethan Bradbury.
You guys ever see where he goes fucking in public? Slamming! What the fuck?
I have not seen that. But that dude is crazy. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back from the break. Ethan, you are muted, maybe?
Yeah, I'm super fucking high.
I'm gonna take it. Everybody else took hits. I'm gonna take a little hit off the pipe here.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it is. Hell yeah, dude. That's dope. Alright, guys. Shit, what did I do with my water? Hold on, let me grab that real quick.
Water is life, friend.
Take a cab sometimes.
Yep.
Damn, ever injected THC in the middle of a bar?
Yeah.
Back.
Okay.
About to endure a 20-inch penis. Ready for this
So-
exciting graphic novel.
So we left off, we're in Gilly Salt's little miniature hut of potions, and the Endowed was speaking to her and asking her for STD potions, and asking her where he could get some STDs sorted out. She got very shy, pretended to not even know what an STD was, and you could tell she wasn't really into the whole situation. So how do you try and persuade her to? Are you just trying to sleep with her?
I'll grab her by the shoulders and look into her eyes. And,
Okay, so you gotta get low. Like, how does this look? What is this?
It's just like,
like, I need to fuck you. Just brush the hair aside. I need to fuck you. Wait,
Yeah, she looks into your eyes, and
hold on. What color eyes do you have?
they're like light orange. They look like the sunset or some shit. I don't know.
And they don't have like pupils, right? They're just
No.
like.
They don't. It's like blank. It's like.
oh, so there's orange. Just
Yeah,
in,
they're just like orange and like, you know.
okay, yeah. Yeah, so you get down, I mean, you gotta get very low. So you're probably kind of on your knees are totally bent up. You're almost in like a fetal position to get down to the level of Gilly and looking into her eyes. So she stares into your strange orange eyes with your purple skin as you get super low and get right into her face and say, I need to fuck you. And for just a moment, she's kind of like lost in the whole thing. It was very unexpected, and you're very charismatic and charming. Even though you might look a little strange, you carry a lot of charisma, and you can talk people into a lot of stuff, really. But she snaps out of it and she says, No. You were just asking me about STDs potions. I don't think this would be a wise idea. Plus, look at how large you are, sir. What do you think would happen to me?
Can I roll a persuasion and say, hey lady, I'll give you 10 gold to watch this go down?
While this is happening, I'll like elbow, I'll elbow Giovanni to be like, yo, start playing some nice tunes and set the mood.
Yeah, this is probably that's probably the first time that Gilly even notices you, Gilroy.
Is to get this guy's penis into this very small lady.
Unite, my friends.
Yeah, so she actually notices Gilroy for the first time because she's just been staring up this whole time, and she goes, "Oh, well, hello, another halfling. So good to see you."
Wait, what? I was the first one to talk to her.
You were the first one to walk in. I don't know if you guys even said anything,
Yeah.
though. You just kind of walked in, and she was just staring up because all she saw was Giovanni, and then she saw Jim and the Endowed trying to squeeze through the door. So she didn't even really notice you were there.
Fine. Don't care too much about me. My friend here is trying to introduce himself to you.
Oh, yes, I've seen. He's kind of a strange one. Pretty sure he's got full of diseases.
But you haven't seen him all.
I'm not even sure what you mean by that.
Find out.
All right.
Okay, yeah, what do you guys do?
Play 1d20 to see how many inches show her. Like,
Yes. Yes. Shall
is that what's gonna happen? Like,
I don't. Is that what do you want to do?
Is that what do you want to do, Michi?
Are you-
know
are
the
you
situation,
trying to-
still getting that pay?
Do you have, like, a
I'm
robe?
Watching this. Did I get to say that? Did I? Can I say that? Hey, I'll fucking. Because I think I have like 15 silver or gold or some shit, right? Let me actually look. I think it's on this page, right? Fucking mic. Give me a second. I think it's on. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, I have 10 gold. So I could spend all my gold to try to persuade her to be like, hey, this guy has a huge penis. We've been just fucking around. We just met these guys. He seems to want to have sex with you. I'll give you 10 gold.
Okay, sure.
Is that
You could-
okay? Like,
I mean, So the thing is, I don't know if any other persuasion is gonna work on her at this
Okay,
point.
well,
Like,
I
you
mean-
would have to do. At this point, like, she knows he's got STDs. The whole thing
okay,
is.
yeah, never mind.
So you guys are gonna have to do something really incredible to convince her.
You
I
said
know.
that you needed 100 flowers, right?
Fuck, dude.
Yes, yes, indeed, yes.
If we came back with 200 flowers,
Oh shit, yes.
would this man stand a chance in getting in your pants?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Why don't you roll a persuasion check?
Oh, that's so perfect. Oh,
That's not good.
Shut the dream down.
So what happened? Are you just kind of like laughing the whole time? Like why doesn't she not believe you?
I'll have like a huge grin on my face.
Yeah, you just have like a giant shit-eating grin on your face. Yeah, she looks at you and she just sees right through you. It's like, I don't know about you four, to be honest. If you would like to perhaps buy a potion, you can stay, or if you want to go grab the flowers, please do bring them back, but other than that, I'm a bit uncomfortable now.
Shit. We'll be back.
Okay,
Able is.
And as we're
Sure you will.
walking out the door, as we're walking out the door, what about 300 flowers?
300 flowers? I would think you would have to give me about 3,000 flowers at this point.
Guys, that did not sound like a bad deal. 3,000 flowers.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I guess all I can do is let that go down and say we left the fucking building.
Yeah, we
You know,
fucking-
Let's fuck-
No. The endowed didn't endow anyone.
that's unfortunate.
He's not too legendary.
He tried, though. It wasn't for lack of trying.
To play some Marvin Gaye, it's like let's get it on. Like a fucking +10 to all rolls. That's like.
Love
Other
it.
than that, what's happening now? guys?
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys are standing out front after the interaction you had with Gilly. What do you want to do now?
Fucking A, I guess.
I don't know what happened there. I feel like we went in there pretty strong, but then
Somebody
we
started
were trying to
to
rape her somehow. But
It wasn't. I wouldn't say rape. Cheat. That's pretty stretch. Like we were
There's
just
like
like.
4 dudes getting this one lady to fuck me.
I was just trying to watch this lady get fucked by a really big penis. Come on, man. I'm just chilling, dude.
She's like
I'm into
3
necromancy. You
inches
know what
tall.
I'm
My penis is half her size.
saying? Exactly. Like it'd be interesting.
But I guess we can't go back there anymore. But maybe we can check another quest out. I don't know.
Well, should we just go check out the fucking goblin commanders? Let's fucking kick some ass. Like, I'm fucking interested in this. That they are getting attacked. So it would be kind of cool. I have a extremely high. Well, I would say extremely. Let me check it. Let me give it a quick gander real fast. Give me a few gallows to check. Yeah, my investigation's pretty cool. And if we went to the location where the last attack happens, if maybe we knew that, or if we fucking go back and talk to the bartender, or we just fucking decide to go to the area, or let's fucking figure something. But
Do
let's
we know
fucking.
that it's goblins that attack the caravan?
I have
Yeah. So you've had direct
Yeah.
reports. You've had direct reports that it's goblins.
As we're currently discussing this, I'll be like, well, as we know that it's goblins, I come from a very background that happens to hunt a lot of goblins, and I'm easily able to track them.
Oh shit.
And is it me as a human able to know the second language?
You hear
Or
Gilly from inside. I said, watch your language.
Oh no. We're just trying to watch this old lady ride the pork sausage, and now she's over here yelling out, fucking, watch your language.
Damn.
Yeah, I have, I believe I know how to understand goblins, right?
Yeah, you speak goblin.
Yeah, isn't that like one of my, I'm able to learn, know
Yeah.
two languages?
Yeah, goblin is one
So I
of
know
them.
common and I know I'm able to know like another other than common, and I know goblin. So if you do track people or if we hear anything, I can translate or let you guys know. You know,
Yeah, you get some insight.
let you know. You know.
I have a lot of insight.
Well, my investigation's a 6. So if we go to somewhere, I can click that roll button and be like, "Yay, let's find out." Or I'll roll like shit and be like, "Damn, I'm sorry, guys." So.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So
Are y'all fine
it's
with that, guys? Like, let's
Yeah,
fucking
good.
go on a rock paper scissors. Let's do a d20 roll. See who rolls the highest, and they get to choose. Like, I'm fucking. Let's do something. I'm down. I'm down. To
well. Let
go.
me tell you. It's still in the evening right now. So if you guys want to head out, you can head out. You still have about 2 hours before it gets dark. You could travel through the dark if you wanted to. You know from what Wolfson told you that it's on the North Road, and it's probably somewhere a good day's travel away from Lothlone before you would reach the area that the goblins are.
I say, hey man, let's get the party going, dude. If we're gonna hunt down some goblins, let's do it in the dark. Let's get the jump on them. You know what I'm saying?
I have dark sight.
So
I can
I
see at
do.
night.
Well,
And I have,
you
like-
two do. Do you have anything that can see in the dark?
Yeah, I have a cantrip where I can like touch something and make it. like,
Yellowroy.
The most I have is torches.
Okay, I'm the same. I'm in the same path. So you guys would have
Okay.
to. We'd have to follow you guys.
I could minor illusion what the place actually looks like as we go through. Is that not a dope way to fucking use minor illusion?
If
You
we-
can only
if
do
it-
like a 5 foot.
It's only a 5-foot cube, so you can do a 5-foot
Oh.
cube of exactly what's right there.
So I know what's in 5 feet of me. I can just follow that 5 foot.
There you go.
5 foot man.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Does it
like
look that?
I
Oh,
could
yeah,
probably
You using minor illusion skill and like side in the dark.
something we could do is like let me think. My mage hand. Let me. If I click it, it tells me information about it, right?
Well, here's what I can tell you about travel. So you guys can travel through the night if you want, and you can travel through the day as well. If you were to travel at night, you do have disadvantage on your rolls. That doesn't necessarily mean anything good or bad, but just as a heads up, you will have disadvantage on your travel rolls.
Okay.
And
Oh,
basically,
okay.
so what you'll do as a traveler is you pick somebody, typically whoever has the best survival, to lead. You need one other person to be the scout. And the scout is typically, it's going to be aided by perception. So the higher perception you have for the scout, the better. And the higher survival you have for the leader, the better. So just keep that in mind. And I know Gilroy has probably the highest survival of everybody.
How about this? We rest for tonight, and tomorrow morning we find either a decoy convoy, or we get hired by another person and convoy with them to protect them along the way. Or we can just get the decoy to lure out the goblins.
Oh shit, did I click on? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I like that we can set up a decoy like caravan so we can get attacked.
Yeah. That's pretty dope. I'm down with
We can do
that.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah,
Should we
perfect.
go back to the place where we got the drinks, or so that's the bar, right? Or that is it?
Yeah, you know, there's a couple other inns around that are smaller, and then you have the Drunken Dragon Inn, which is where you guys were.
Okay. Well, I mean, we
You
already
could
are.
probably get a sweet deal at the Drunken Inn, or the Drunken Dragon Inn.
Yeah, Giovanni Jim already gave him a good show. Then we got the fucking barkeep high, and
Yeah, he likes us.
Yeah, he's down with us. So I'd say we go back to the dragon.
Yeah.
Tavern.
That's good.
Cool. Yeah, you guys.
See what happens.
Yeah, so you walk back in. Things are probably not quite as busy as they were when you had left, but there's still a bunch of people in there having a good time. You see Wolfson back there. He seems like he's having a good time. He's got a giant smile on his face. He's laughing a lot, and it seems like you just come back into a nice little environment. Wolfson looks over at you, the Endowed, and says, he takes a room key, tosses it to you as you walk in, and he says, "The Endowed, welcome back. I have been instructed to give you a room for the night. You, my friend, are free to stay here for the evening. It is only a one-bedroom, so I don't know about your friends if they plan on staying, but I could give them a discounted rate."
Can I roll investigation to see who gave you the key?
Yeah, do you want to just ask him about, like, more details?
Yeah, sure. Can I, like...
I would just see if you can persuade him. See if you can persuade him to tell you more about who gave him the key.
Alright, sure.
Oh!
Damn! Nice.
Let's see, baby.
Well, the Endowed. I can tell you that the man was a hooded figure. He is only known to very, very few around here. Me being one of them. I cannot tell you exactly who he is. He does like his identity to be hidden, but he has quite the reputation for being one of the most renowned adventurers, one of the most vicious adventurers around, and I do respect this man quite a bit. I can tell you he does not live here in town, but he did drop you off the other day, asked me to take care of you, watch you, and indeed I watched as 4
Is your pimp?
people walked in to your room and were satisfied. It was quite incredible, I will tell you that.
Quite incredible.
It was
But
quite-
if you wanted to speak with this man, I could perhaps ask to set up a meeting. I cannot guarantee anything, though.
That was my pin. Can we get back to that? Can you, like, send me, like, a rain check or something?
Yeah, you can always come back and ask him about that anytime you want.
Okay, cool. The information is there to use now, but I want to fuck some shit up with my boys.
Yeah, it's out there. So you can anytime you come back, you can ask him about that guy and ask him about the meeting that
Gonna set up a meeting.
he tried to set up for you.
Yeah.
You can at least see how long it would take to set up a meeting.
Yeah?
His last name's Jim.
Yeah, fuck it. You want to try to set up that meeting, boys?
Well, I'm just saying you should just ask him how long it would take. So, like, if we do want to venture back to that one day, we can go back knowing that, oh, it's going to take us a little bit of time to do this. Or, hey, we could set up this meeting and it might be the next couple hours, you know? Just for future reference. I'm not saying we have to do it now. I'm just saying
Yeah.
just knowledge.
Can I see how long it would take?
Yeah, he tells you that he doesn't really know. The guy stops in occasionally, and it's very sporadic. He's not really sure. Since he doesn't live in the city, he just kind of comes in, sometimes gets a drink, sometimes grabs provisions, and will leave and sometimes be gone for multiple days to weeks on end before he shows his face again. So he's not really sure how long it would be before he would come back.
Alright. Well, carry on then, boys.
So we do what we need to do.
Cool. Yeah, okay.
Are you gonna try to play, Oscar?
Yeah.
We already have discounted rate, so...
Yeah, so he's only going to charge you guys 2 gold for your rooms. You could bunk up if you wanted to.
What's the starting goal?
I mean, I don't have to.
right?
Yeah, I can just.
Oh yeah, what was their starting goal?
We
had
never did starting gold for
Them too.
Gilroy or the
Y'all
Endowed.
had 2 pieces of gold, so y'all just lost it all.
So I just started the GMs off with 10 gold. If you guys want to do 10 gold, you can. Or, let's see, I'll give you 2d6s.
Is
3d6?
Endowed going to earn tip money for fucking the 4 ladies?
Yeah,
at the
we'll say
beginning?
he earned 2 gold that night. So definitely add 2 gold. And if you want to roll a 3d6, you can do that. Or you can just take the straight up 10 gold.
I'll take 3d6.
Roll one more, Gilroy. I'll give you guys 3d6. Okay, you got 8 gold there.
Sweet.
And the Endowed.
Yes.
You gonna roll 3d6? So just do /r space 3 under little d6. No
Yeah,
space,
1.
no space.
I was gonna say, wait, he didn't get 3 1s, did he? That's horrible.
Yeah, don't do a space between the 3 and the D.
Actually, I think he did roll 3D.
Uh-oh.
No, he just rolled 3. Rolling 3. Okay, so type that exact same thing, but do 2d6, no space. And then it'll roll the 2 more die.
There's also the little box on the left if you just want to use that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you could
got
always do
3
that
1s
too.
Again.
Holy
How the
shit,
fuck
dude!
did he just get 3
You
1s?
can do the advanced roll here on the side, and you can do.
I
What
don't-
is it? 3v6.
Yeah.
Wow, holy
See, you
shit.
just did
even
3.
I rolled
That's a
big
good
roll.
3d6, but...
No, it's not. I got
What's
2
with all the
ones.
ones? Holy shit.
I just got
There,
like
how about...
fucking snake eyes
that's
all
a
over.
good 3d6.
Yeah, snake eyes.
That's a way better
Alright, how
3d6.
about fucking...
Okay, so the Endowed, you have 5 gold to your name right now.
Fuck.
But you do have a weird special thing going on where you just earned some money last night just for having sex with a few ladies, like you, or a few people, whoever they are. So who knows what's going to happen tonight? Maybe you can earn some more cash.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
I'll
people
buy a
weren't
room.
seeing those rolls.
I'll buy a room.
Okay.
No one wants to bunk with me?
He said it was only big enough for like 1 person, and you might be having company, so I'm not trying to get your pen back free. I'll bunk with Oscar though if he's down, or Giovanni Jim if he's down.
Yeah.
Maybe we've grown accustomed to being around each other from being on the boat so long.
Yeah, if you
So
don't
like we
mind.
get like a 2-bedroom, like a little 2-bed.
None of them are 2 bedrooms; they're all 1 bed. So you'd have to
Yeah,
just
Oh, never mind.
sack up
I'm
together.
sleeping on the fucking floor.
Oscar.
What? Oh, you can sleep on the floor of the 1-bedroom thing.
Yeah. I'll say like he gets the bed because he like, you know what I mean. He's my bro or whatever.
They're
And then
king size
I'll,
beds. They're pretty much king size beds. So if you wanted to sleep on
fucking dude,
one together, you could
I'll
do it.
sleep right next. We're sleeping right next to each other. We're fucking. I'm touching his butt. We're gonna. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Is it getting like? Are you getting any airflow? Because I have both my windows open, but like I know I have. Usually I can feel a breeze even with the thing.
No, dude. I feel nothing. It's hot.
You want to fucking turn the AC on?
Nah, not really, dude. It's fucking. I mean, goddamn, it's so nice out right
Is it
now.
cold outside? Okay. Well then whatever. I'm just-
But we can if it's blazing in your room. Yeah, feel free
Nah,
to.
it's fine. I can deal with it.
You want to borrow my fan or have it on, have it off?
I'm good, man.
Okay, cool. So let's see.
Gold.
1 gold for each of the gyms. The Endowed, you get your room for free. And let's roll to see what happens throughout the night to the endowed. Give me a 1d20.
Okay. Slash R D20, right? 1d20.
Yes, sir.
Holy.
No space.
No space between the 1 and the D and the 20.
Okay.
That's all put together.
There you go.
Jesus.
Wow. Yeah, nothing happens tonight. Maybe you tried to, maybe you like went in and hoped people would just show up and knock, and then you kind of got impatient and went out and, you tried to pimp yourself out, but just people weren't really buying it tonight for some reason or another. Maybe people had heard Gilly Salt talking about the STD potions or something. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So you guys all get a nice rest. If you had spent any potions, you get a long rest. So if you had spent any potions, they would all be back. Or sorry, spells, or had been hurt, it would all come back. But you guys were fine. You were just fucking around, having a good time in the town. So you guys get up at the crack of dawn, probably the earliest you could, right? And try and head out.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you do? Are you trying to set this trap up? Is that the plan?
So, what I think we can do is we can go around looking for general stores who might be sending out shipments or something like that, and see if they might want to hire us as guards to travel along that same path. Or we could just try to buy a caravan and not fill it with anything and just try to bait out goblins and stuff.
I think the first option is better because we can easily start making some money out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Cool. Yeah.
That.
Okay. So yeah, you guys probably. I mean, I'm sure you would probably ask Wolfson either sometime in the morning or sometime that night before you crashed out, like what the best route to go about planning some sort of an ambush for these goblins. And he's more than willing to help you guys. He had a great time with you. He thanks you for getting him extremely high on the THC injection. And so he tells you guys that there's not a lot of shipments that leave this area, but he knows of a wagon that's heading back out. Unfortunately, the wagon is not loaded with anything. But if you guys wanted to ask the driver if you could try and hitch a ride, you could do that, or you could just let him know that you guys are looking for the goblins, and maybe he's willing to help you.
That could be our easy ambush there. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not really guarding anything, so we probably wouldn't gain much money.
Okay. I'm down with, do we want to just, like, hide in the back, or are we just going to sit in the back, or?
No, but are we going to go as a general store and see if they hire us to be bodyguards for their...
Oh, yeah. That's what we're doing, right?
Okay. Let's see. You are...
And
You
as
are
we
talking
go
to Ellis Tari. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Artis Rythe is the... nope, I apologize. It is Ellis Tari. Ellis Tari is the owner of what would be considered a general store, where you can kind of buy a
Okay,
bunch of
but-
different stuff.
But before we left, I was walking out. I want to throw the minor illusion out there again. There'll be a voice from somewhere around in the bar saying, "I hear the bartender's a little bitch."
Yeah, this time you just hear a giant slam on the bar, and you hear a gruff voice. Who in the hell is talking shit about Wolfson? And then, boom, the door slams. Yeah, so Ellis Tari is, she's an elf druid and runs what would be considered a general store. This general store sells herbs, some potions, some minor potions, some medicines, and other random tools for mining and for traveling. So you can find like backpacks, that kind of stuff there. Yeah, so you walk in and you see she's just a tall female elf. She's actually probably about 6'4" as well, same height as everybody else. She's got long silver hair and very deep green eyes, and they match. Her deep green eyes match a jewel encrusted necklace that is, kind of just drapes around her neck down onto her breasts, and she has a light robe on that's very silvery and almost glowy. She's very ethereal looking. And she welcomes you in. Yes, yes. Hello, hello.
So I just like straight up
Welcome.
walk up to her and be like, "Hello, lady. As you can clearly see, we're adventurers, and we're wondering if you hire us, we can guard one of your shipments to make sure it doesn't get attacked for money."
Straight to the point, blunt. Alright.
Yes. Well, I don't have any shipments that I send out up to the north. I really just get shipments in from the north. That's where they need the most help. I can tell you, though, that there is a gentleman. He will be heading up north. He doesn't have any goods, but he is heading up north alone. He may indeed prefer some help, maybe pay. I'm not sure.
Well, I guess that's our path.
Yes, if you'd like to speak with this man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. His name is Bull. Bull with the horns.
How
And
much cash do we need?
what's that?
How much cash do we need?
I mean, this is just the game cash. Get some general.
You don't need any.
Okay.
You could just go talk to this guy, see if he'll pay you to go with him, see if he wants to help you with setting up the goblin ambush, whatever it is you want to do.
We must go outside and kill the chickens until they drop 5 coins. Each chicken,
You could try that
we have to
too.
roll a-
Dude,
each
who
chicken,
knows?
We have to roll a d6 until we hit a 4. Each time we hit a 4, we get 1 coin. This is how you grind in D&D.
Let's rock, boys.
That's right.
Cool. Yeah. So she tells you that this Bull character is gonna be up the street, and he should actually be heading out within the next 20 minutes. And you could probably find him right on the north road next to Fangwood Potions, where you guys were hanging out with Gilly. And he'll head down that path with his wagon in probably the next 20 minutes or so.
So he's just sitting in his cart alone.
He's heading out alone. Yeah, he's heading back to
But,
his
like,
village.
is he just like sitting in his cart alone?
Yeah, there's probably some hay bales back in his cart,
Right.
but it definitely looks empty, like he just unloaded it all.
Can I roll a stealth?
Yeah. So are you guys waiting for him on the road, or are you just going to try and meet him there? He's not stopped anywhere. He is basically waking up, jumping in his cart, and then heading up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looked like both those rolls are really good. What was the stealth for, though?
I'm gonna try and sneak up on him.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm guessing the other three you're probably hanging out somewhere near Fangwood Potions on the North Road. Maybe you're just hanging out a little further away from the hut.
So, but before I sneak up to him, I'll stop and tell the rest of the group, guys, I'm gonna sneak up on him and scare him and show him how easily it is to sneak up on him and how easily he could be killed.
Oh, that makes sense. I'm down with that.
Nice. Cool. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Persuade him more of a way of persuading him to want hired.
Okay, so you guys are standing there. You're probably there for just a couple minutes, and you see, sure enough, coming up the road, it's an older man, probably in his 50s. His name's Bull. He's got a shaved head. Looks like he's probably lived a rugged life. Maybe he's some sort of a townsman that lives way out deep into the Blackwood wilds, and he looks like he can carry himself and he knows what he's doing. But yeah, he comes up in just pretty much pretty plain peasant's clothes, and he just kind of rolls by kind of nice and easy on sitting on his wagon. He's got 2 horses, and he's just kind of snapping the reins and heading by you guys. What are you doing, Gilroy?
So I'm gonna move up in front of the road a little bit more in front of the party, and as soon as I can, I'm gonna jump onto like the back of the boat, or not the boat, but the cart,
Okay.
as quietly as I can, and sneak up behind him and scare him. With,
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Give me an athletics check as well. Okay. Yeah, so you get up to the cart, and it's moving pretty quickly. He's definitely not slowing down for anybody. So you get up onto the cart, but you struggle a little bit. It's going faster than you imagined, and since your legs are really tiny, you kind of had to run after it just a little bit. But yeah, you probably grabbed onto like a chain hanging off the end, and then you kind of pull yourself up onto the back of it. And you see there's a couple hay bales. He's sitting on one hay bale, and then there's a couple more right behind him. And these hay bales are maybe about half your size. So what do you want to do?
Alright, so you said there's a hay bale beside him, right?
He's sitting on a hay bale. He's got 2 right behind him.
Alright, so I'm gonna kind of like hop up onto the other hay bale and just kind of sit down behind him and like do one of those like coughs like that. Just try to get his attention.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you startle the shit out of him. He's... What in the hell? How did you get up here? What? Where did you come from, little one?
See, I've heard that this path has some problems with some goblins, and seeing as I was able to sneak up on you and startle you, you could have been easily killed without some guards. If you would slow down here, right in front of this potion shop, me and a few other friends would be willing to guard you on your next traveling.
Guard me, eh? You and some friends. What, why do you think that I would need guarding?
Well, I mean, I obviously just snuck up on you.
Yes, that's a good point. But I've been running this trail for 30 years, and I've had some close calls here and there, but for the most part, I am pretty handy with some metal myself.
But you can only have a certain amount of close calls before it's not close anymore.
True. Yeah, at this point, he probably comes up on you guys and sees the 3 of you standing there. What are you guys doing?
Fucking kicking rocks, man.
I'm posing. I'm like
You're posing.
Ball
I was like, this plan's crazy. I don't know.
About to see if this works.
Okay, yeah, so he slows down and he looks back at you, Gilroy. Do these happen to be the 3 friends you were talking about?
The 3 greatest lads I know currently. Hey, and we make for some great travel companions.
You guys look like quite a mixed bunch. We've got some giant purple thing with freaky orange eyes over here. We've got your scrawny little ass right below me. And these 2 tall, lanky fools looking like brothers over here. Quite the crowd. And you guys say you're good with perhaps some action?
You may say you're good, but we're the best.
Jesus.
Ah, okay. All right. Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, maybe no.
Okay. So he looks at everybody, and he just kind of gives everybody an eye, and he's silent for like a good minute as he looks everybody up and down, and he just asks, I don't see a whole lot of swords and shields. What kind of fighters are you?
I want to persuade him by going, oh, come on, let's do it, man. Woo!
So you wanna like cheer? You're trying to cheer him on?
Yeah, like wanna just like woo him into it, like
Just like get him hyped up?
Let's fucking yeah.
Hype train?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. We got a little hype train going from Giovanni.
Oh, baby.
Nice. Yeah, what does it sound like while you're hyping him up?
Woo, let's go, man. Let's do it. Woo, yeah.
You know, you want us to like some shit like talking about how.
Just like he turns around and all you hear is like, woo! Yeah! Woo!
Let's fucking go kill some shit or.
Okay, yeah, he looks down, he looks over at you, and he's just like, that was extremely strange, but somehow inspiring. If you lads would like to tag along with me, I suppose we would have a good time. I feel like we could enjoy ourselves. Just beware, gentlemen. There are many dangers along this path, and I have had some close calls myself. And I know goblins don't sound like much of a challenge, but they definitely can be. Just be aware, and I hope you are ready to fight, because chances are we shall run into some sort of trouble.
But as always, there's always strength in numbers.
Whatever challenge
Indeed.
you may see, I have a song for you and me. That's what I tell them.
You know, I like this guy. I could use some company and some rhymes. Let's do this. Yeah, so you guys all jump on.
Shall we get some ale for the road?
That's a good idea.
He's got like a 5 gallon jug of of ale right next to him, made of ceramic material. And yeah, he just pulls it out and starts passing it around for you guys. Are you all sitting on the wagon, or are you gonna walk along next to it?
I grab it, I jump in the back of the wagon, and then I start fucking playing my harmonica, dude. No, what do I have? It's not a harmonica. It's recorder. It's a recorder. I start playing my recorder, dude. Yeah, dude.
Cool.
I can dig it.
Are you guys injecting THC too? Like, are you getting real crazy? Do you bust out the...
I mean, I guess I'm going to take a dab. Yeah, I'm injecting some THC on this magical quest. So, I'll be RB.
I'm in a magical quest.
Cool.
By
So,
the
yeah.
way, yo, Mitch, is that the king of red lines there behind you?
Yeah.
It's one of the best games that I've ever played in my life, my man.
What was that?
It's
Oh.
Windbreaker.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah, that's super dope.
Word up. If I gotta
Man,
have
that's actually sick as fuck.
Who painted that?
some artist I met at like a Comic-Con type thing.
Hold on, my buddy
name is
did
Dan.
this.
That's super dope.
My buddy did this.
Nice, man, nice.
Ooh, that's super dope too. Damn. Hell yeah. Who did that thing behind you there, Liam?
Oh, I have 2 posters that I use as backdrops for my streams, so people don't just kind of look into my room. So like, I have a Link one, and then hold on, I have another one for.
By the way, cheers everybody.
I have
Cheers.
another one for One Piece
Cheers.
or One Punch.
Ooh, dude, One Punch Man. That's sick. I love me some One Punch Man. What up, iBeanting? What's going on, man? I'm just gonna take a hit here while we're getting a dab going for Mr. Jim over there. Ooh, look at that vape. Damn, dude.
vape nation.
Oh, the Vape Nation. The Vape Nation. The J is silent. Jim Yim. The Yims. You guys are the Yims. That's fucking great. Are you smoking over there too, Luke? Yeah.
he nods up in approval.
Yeah, bro. Okay, yeah. So while we're waiting, you guys are sitting on the wagon. Are you in a specific order or anything, or everybody's just chilling, sitting on top of the wagon, having a good time?
I'll just chill in the back with my with my legs dangling off the back, just keeping aware.
Shredding my reporter back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So you're busting out music.
Like hip hopping with the flute, you know, those hip hop flute.
Nice. Hell yeah. Cool. Yeah. So you guys pass through a good portion of the day, and you notice the sun is pretty much directly above, and your buddy Bull turns around and says, Gentlemen, I believe it is time for lunch break. Why don't we pull over up here? I know a nice little clearing where we can sit down and have perhaps a bit of a picnic. Does this sound amenable to you?
Yeah. It says that I can find fresh food and water for up to 5 other people. Can I while we pull over, can I go and look for some berries and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, what are you gathering?
Just gonna go look around for some berries.
Berries.
Some fresh leaves and stuff.
Okay.
Some lettuce and herbs.
Cool. Now, are you trying to save it for later, or do you want to add to...
Add to this picnic.
Nice. Okay, yeah, so Bull pulls out a decent amount of food for you guys. He's got some dried meats that he's obviously stored for the travel or for the road, but he's a generous guy, so he's sharing with you guys, and he appreciates that you go out and do a little bit of foraging and bring back some berries and maybe make a little salad or something.
Sweet. While I'm out foraging, can I just make a quick little survival to see if I can see any goblin tracks around?
Yeah, absolutely. So you're out looking as well for any sort of goblin tracks or any sign of goblins nearby?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead.
I have advantage on this, by the way.
Nice. Cool. 16. Yeah, so as you're out and about, you don't really notice anything from goblins. You see that there are plenty of tracks from, you've seen rabbit tracks, you've seen predator tracks, probably some wolves in this area. But yeah, you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary that's not a natural species to this area.
Sweet. Alright. I'll head back to the little picnic and say, well, while I was out scavenging for these fresh fruits and stuff, I didn't notice any unusual tracks and stuff, so we may be safe chilling here to eat.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, Bull looks at you and nods in approval. So you guys hang out. You guys probably would eat lunch and just move on from this point. So how do you want to head out? Everybody just jumps back in the wagon? Are you trying to walk? How do you want to proceed from here?
I'll head back into the wagon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just jumping back on.
Cool. Yeah, so Bull lets you guys know that he's had some issues in the areas you're approaching, but you're not going to get close to these areas till a little later in the day. The sun will probably start going down, so it might be about dawn, and he likes to typically take a rest before he goes through those areas the next day. Up to you guys what you want to do. You can chat with him and see if he wants to push through any of the dangerous areas, or if you want to just hang out and wait till the next day.
I like the idea of a rest.
Yeah, I say we just keep to his usual routine.
Yeah, he's pretty knowledgeable about this. He's done this hundreds of times.
20 plus years.
Yeah, he's probably done it thousands of times by now. So, yeah, you all go rest and wake up the next day, and Bull is noticeably on edge, and he suggests that you guys take it a little slow, and he would prefer it if at least a couple were walking down near the fronts of where the horses are, and maybe the other 2 behind the wagon, and just keep a nice formation to defend against possible goblin ambushes.
I'll walk up front with my longbow drawn
Okay, cool.
and
So
an arrow notched.
nice. And where do you guys want to stay? He's not ordering you by any means. He's just suggesting, hey, this is typically how I would travel if I had guards with me.
Okay. I'll just go chill at the back. I don't care.
Okay, so you want to walk in the back of the wagon?
Well, I'm just gonna sit at the back of the wagon, like with my feet dangling off.
Okay, like
I'm
ready to
I'm
jump
a
off.
wizard. Well, I'm a wizard. Like, I have a lot of ranged, so, you know what I mean? Like, if I need to get off for anything, I can, but also I can cast spells sitting there.
Totally. Yeah, absolutely.
So, I
Okay.
feel like I could just sit on the back. And
Yeah, you're just probably like super chilled. You're like, yeah, man, I'm just gonna chill on the back here, but I'll be aware.
Yeah, and remember, I'm a -1 on athletics, so I don't walk around much.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm looking for.
Well, can I be riding next to him?
You can do, yeah. He, like I said, he's not ordering you guys to do this. He was just suggesting. So you can choose to be like, if you want to sit on the other corner of the cart, you could do that, and
I
just
sit next to him, just playing my lute.
okay. Yeah, Bull would definitely tell you to not play the lute though.
No.
As soon as you started trying to play music, he would let you know that was a terrible idea.
Alright.
Maybe if you were playing it like really softly, just maybe practicing real softly on the strings or something, you could do that.
Nah, maybe just don't look.
Okay. What about you, the Endowed? Where are you?
I want to be dead center in the cart.
So you just stay hanging out.
I'm gonna be looking out the front and standing up, my boy.
Oh, you're
My
standing.
hands outstretched.
Full Titanic, just like.
Just okay, cool. Yeah. So you're standing right in the middle, and you're like the lookout for everywhere. You're the guy trying to see as far as you can see.
Yeah, and I can see at night too. So.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So you end up getting to an area you've been kind of going through plain/forest, and it kind of just ebbs in and out. The forest never gets super thick, but you finally get to a place where the forest is encroaching a lot more, and you're starting to see bigger boulders and rocks. And you just notice, yeah, I can see why this is the area where an ambush would possibly take place. Go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead and scout.
Yep, I was actually going to ask you if you wanted to roll a survival check.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, who's our other one too?
I have an investigation as well.
Who's our best persuasion or perception?
Me. Or
Well,
He's got the
somebody
best
other-
survival. Let's get a perception test from the Endowed.
I'm only 3, so mine's low.
Since the Endowed is standing up just right in the middle of the cart, he's going to have the best view of all. So it seems like he's kind of more your scout at the moment. So why don't you give us that perception test, Mr. Luke?
Oh.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Gilroy, you're noticing that there's just a lot of stuff to look at. The trees are getting pretty thick. There's a lot of boulders nearby, and maybe it's like the sound of the horses right next to you kind of throwing you off a bit, but you're just not quite as aware and on point as you usually are in these situations. The Endowed, as you're standing up, just towering over everybody, looking around, you do see what looks like some sort of goblin. You're not seeing actual bodies, but you're seeing like some pieces of armor. You're gonna be seeing maybe like pieces of staffs and spears that are broken. It definitely looks to you like there's been battles here, and lots. You can tell this is probably where ambushes go down pretty commonly. Give me a 1d20, Gilroy.
Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh.
Ho, what does that mean?
Sounds good for you.
And give me 1d100.
Oh my goodness.
Rest in peace.
Holy
Oh.
moly.
Shit.
So I don't know if that's good or bad.
Holy
That's how much
shit.
damage you're taking for not seeing the thing in front of you. Oh, one shot.
I'm only 84 over my total health.
Okay, cool. So, wait, hold on. Give me... Did you roll? You rolled... And actually, Gilroy, you never rolled a perception. Give me a perception, too.
Boom.
Okay. How far out are you from the horses, Gilroy?
I'll say I scouted a good 20 feet.
A good 20 feet? Okay, cool. So what you notice, Gilroy, is that up ahead, you see what looks like a large boulder. And as you get closer, you hear kind of like rumbling of some laughs. And the laughs are deep, deep laughs. And you notice that the two boulders in front of you are actually giant ogres, and they are munching on the remains of a little band of goblins.
Oh, fuck.
Everybody roll for your initiative, please.
Shite. Oh, no.
Shit.
Okay, so do make sure when you roll your initiative that you have your token selected.
Oh,
And then it'll automatically...
I did do that, right?
Yeah, Gilroy, yours is in there.
Sweet.
So just grab the token according or associated with you.
What token?
So in roll 20, you see that little guy? That's your token. That's
Okay,
that's
so
what's.
click him?
Yep, click him and then roll for your initiative. Yeah. Yeah.
And then just roll 1d20? Or wait, where?
No, there's an initiative on your. It's right in the center of your character sheet.
The center.
Let me
Oh,
see.
okay, I found it.
Yeah, I'm not looking at one. Let me see. It's
There you go. I got one.
Oh, it's right next to your armor class and your speed.
Yeah, I just threw one.
Okay, cool.
Hell yeah, brother.
And then what do I have to do? I clicked my guy.
Then you gotta go to your character sheet and click in initiative. Or intentive. Initiative, yeah.
Initiative.
Yeah.
Where the hell is... Oh, there it is. Oh, God, I have initiative.
Mine was a 1.
Yeah, mine was a 4.
Shit, look how that turned out.
I rolled 12. Shit.
Wait, Oscar, were you sitting next to me in the back, or were you sitting next to the dude that we're chilling with?
Sitting in
Playing.
front of the cart.
Okay, so I'm the only one looking through the back.
And let's see, we need Giovanni to select, and it didn't. I don't think you had it selected. I'll type it in. You rolled a 15, so I'll just give that to you. I'll give that to you. I'll just put it in there. Cool.
I had my guy selected.
Oh, that's cool. When you selected it, actually, it just shows you. Yeah. Nice.
Oh shit. All right.
Dun 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 dun.
Da-na-na-na.
Excuse me.
Oh, there it is.
You rolled 20.
Indeed.
Great.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to set this up a little bit for you guys. Okay, so you guys are on the wagon. We've got, let's see, let me just draw out a little wagon for you here real quick.
I'm not on the wagon, right? I'm more towards them, right?
That is a huge fucking wagon. That's probably a little
Oh
too
yeah,
big.
you're closer towards the monkeys or the goblins. I mean, elves.
Okay.
The ogres.
Ogres.
Okay, cool. So let's see. We've got
I should be right here, shouldn't
Jim down here. We've got Giovanni Jim down here. The Endowed doing his
No,
thing.
Jim.
Gilroy. You would be where? How close are you in relation to the two horses pulling the?
I said I scouted about 20 feet from it.
20
so I should be
feet?
about here.
Okay, you can move your guy up there. That's perfect.
Alfonso, Oscar said he was sitting next to the driver, not me.
I thought he said he was sitting next to you.
Nah, that's.
Oh,
what we
you're
just
sitting next to the
talked about.
driver?
Yeah, I thought that was an important detail to make sure.
Oh, okay. I thought he was sitting next to you.
Nah, he's sitting looking forward. I'm the only one looking back.
Oh, gotcha.
I just wanted to make sure that detail was there. Oh, nice. Did you see what Paco said?
I've been trying to explain D&D to my friends for a while now. Showing them your stream finally did the trick. Nice.
That's awesome.
Dude, hell yeah.
D&D is a very hard thing to get started with unless you have someone who's experienced with it.
But it's it's so worth it to like jump in. And...
This is the best time I've ever had, man. So
Trying to get a good token here. Here we go. Boom.
I don't know, man. I have my guy selected when I roll for initiative, and it still didn't give it to me. I don't know if I...
It's okay.
we'll say you rolled 100 because you're the bard.
Alright, I'm not finding anything good, so I'm just going to drop this on there. That's your dude.
Yeah,
Should name one of your tunes Bard to the Bone.
Bard to the bone.
Bard to the bone! Da-na-na-na.
I broke 1,000 hearts before I met you, wench. I'll break 1,000 more.
All right,
Okay.
I'm ready to fucking kill some ogres because they don't even know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Okay, so these two, they were actually not, they weren't facing you. They were facing the other way, and they were totally hunched over, just kind of like gobbling up the rest of these goblins, hunched over, blood's everywhere. It's actually like a super gruesome scene, and they were kind of like hanging out next to a little rock outcropping off to the side, so they kind of looked a lot like those rocks right there. Cool. So Gilroy, you got about 25 feet to him. Giovanni's about 55. Jim, you're 65. Yeah, okay, so you guys are coming up, and you guys pretty much spot each other at about the exact same time. Or they don't spot you, but they do hear you, and you kind of hear all the grumbling and laughing and the deep voices stop. And then they both stand up and turn around, and they see you Gilroy, coming up. What do you want to do? How do you are you trying to alert people? They're not acting or anything yet, but you've just surprised them, and I think just as much as they surprised you.
So I'm going to stand up as tall as I can, kind of hide my bow behind my back, and be like, "Hey, thanks for taking care of those goblins for us. We're just gonna try to, go on by." And I'm just gonna try to slowly kind of back up.
Okay.
Nobody else knows what else is going on, right?
Did you say anything? Are you trying to yell? So at this point, Giovanni, you would have seen it. The driver, Bull, he sees it, and the Endowed, you see it. So everybody knows. Jim, you're back there. You're not facing that way. So unless somebody's telling you, you have no idea what's going on over there. In fact, Bull probably would be like stopping the horses and letting you know, hey,
Something's going on.
you might need to turn around. We have a situation on our hands.
Ogres.
Yeah. Okay. So they both have turned around and they're looking at Gilroy down there.
Do they comprehend English or common language?
We don't know.
Okay. So that was just an attempt.
So they do understand common, and they hear Gilroy, and they both just kind of look at him. They look at each other, and then they just have this belly laugh. Each of them, they kind of grab their bellies, and they just have all this blood dripping out of their mouth.
I'm gonna like awkwardly laugh with them as I'm continuously kind of slowly backing up. And just backing up real fast there.
Okay, yeah, you, at this point, you hear Bull telling you that I've never seen ogres on the road here. This is a first.
Good thing we're here.
And, yes, he looks at you with nodding approval. Okay, so, this ogre right here, he actually comes straight up to this horse.
Oh shit.
Wait, so he just goes right past?
He
Gilroy?
steps right past Gilroy, goes straight up to the horse, and he crushes the horse's head with his club and starts laughing. And the horse just falls down, its head's bashed in. This ogre steps up to Gilroy,
Shit.
and he looks down at you, and he actually takes his club and he just kind of like rests it on his shoulder, and he just goes in one motion and tries to stomp on you. So, Gilroy, if you could roll me an athletics check.
Oh, thank God. Holy shit.
Nice.
If you're taking, well, are you at advantage or disadvantage right now? We are, like, morning.
Yeah,
so
unless
we-
you're rolling for advantage, you take the right. If not, you will take the left.
Oh, really?
Cool, yeah. So,
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know how it worked. I'm like, that's cool, thank you.
So this ogre confidently walks up to you and is obviously doubting that you could do anything to him. And he doesn't even try swinging at you with his club. He just goes out, lifts up his foot as high as he can, and tries to drop it right down on you, Gilroy. How did you get out of the way?
I'm gonna like somersault to the right. While I'm somersaulting, I'm gonna like end on one knee facing towards him with my bow drawn.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you're getting ready. Sweet. Yeah, he strikes down, and you actually do feel the strength of this and a bit of vibration coming off the ground. These things are pretty big. These things are about 8 feet tall each, and anywhere from 400 to 500 pounds. They're just giant, hulking beasts. So you feel the intimidation and the size of this guy. Now, are you moving like right here next to him?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
I can't roll that far.
Yeah, you can roll right next to him. Totally. Especially with a 20 athletics. Like, you could roll wherever you want. If you want to roll right behind him, that would have been cool. So you guys do get a flanking bonus if you flank somebody, and if Gilroy is on this side on the front and somebody's on the direct back, whoever's on the back gets the flanking bonus. So if somebody was over here, they would get the flanking bonus on this guy. And that basically gives you advantage on any attack rolls. Okay, cool. So the ogres just came over, destroyed one of your horses, and it's just standing over it laughing. The other one totally whiffed trying to just stomp on Gilroy, and you saw him deftly move out of the way. Giovanni, you're watching all this as you're sitting there next to Bull, and you've noticed that Bull is pulling out 2 scimitars, and he's ready to go. Like, he's up and raring to go.
Oh, yeah, that guy's
Okay.
dope.
He's fucking wicked.
So I stand up and I look at the one that's right in front. I'm like, you want to laugh, motherfucker, huh? So I just like hit him with that hideous laughter, so he's stuck laughing.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
So you want to hit him with that hideous laughter?
Yeah.
Okay, so Tasha's hideous laughter. Basically, you cast this spell, and which one do you want to cast it on?
The one that's right in front that hit the horse.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you want to cast it right on that guy.
Yeah.
He needs to make a... What's the saving throw for that? Oh, wisdom. Oh, dude, that's... These guys are not smart.
Wisdom saving throw. Yeah, baby.
Cool, nice. Yeah. So you cast Tasha's hideous laughter on this this guy in front of you. What does that look like?
Take
Are you
my-
playing the lute?
Not my fucking recorder. I'm like,
Okay. Yeah. You play this weird random thing. Even
some
Bull.
Darude Sandstorm there.
Yeah. Bull's like looking over at you, and he's just looking at you. Like, what in the hell are you doing?
like that.
And suddenly this giant 8-foot tall ogre bends over, grabbing his belly, just cracking up. And he's almost laughing so hard it sounds as though he's having troubles breathing. And he's just kind of bent over there cracking up. Cool. Do you want to do anything else?
Can I still move?
Yep, you can still move up
Okay,
to...
yeah, can I try?
Does he?
to get
Do you have
around
to
him?
stand still while you're? Is it channeled? Or do you just cast?
No,
it
it's just an
and-
action. He just casts it.
Okay. I'm just curious. I'm sorry. I'm not...
No, you're good. You're fine. It's a great question.
Yeah, at the end of each combat phase, he's trying to roll to get out of it, unless you can move.
Okay.
So yeah, I try to.
Yeah, move your
get
guy
out.
wherever you want to head. I gotta change the battery in my headset real quick. Hold on.
I need to get water real fast. So that's cool.
How do I move? Do I click the red button or
You just gotta click. You grab your guy, Oscar. You just. Oh shit! It won't let me.
No,
grab
it's
my
because
guy.
you're on the ruler right now.
Oh, Oscar, push the mouse, top left. Where's the mouse? Yeah, grab your guy. You're gonna move right there.
Is that as far as I can go? I can move 30.
Yeah,
30
so you can measure it, you can move anywhere in this.
Oh, dude, look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, see that comb-looking thing on the top left bar? That'll give you that little measuring tool there.
That's so dope. Let me get this one again.
How do I change my view?
Change it? You want to like zoom out or zoom in or
No,
something?
he wants to change the direction his character's looking.
How do I rotate?
Oh,
it?
you gotta select it and then select that back little solo piece. And you just drag it.
I love solo pieces. You know what I'm talking about.
You
Down
trying?
front.
There you go. Yeah, facing him. Cool.
Cool.
Nice. Okay. We are at the Endowed. So the Endowed, you're just standing up there. You've seen this horse crush or this ogre crush the horse and then bend over, cracking up.
Heavy deck?
Okay, you said it.
Oh, I'm sorry. We did. It was Jim. It is Jim. Sorry. Yeah.
I was
Okay.
making sure that's how it worked. I wasn't sure. Like,
Yeah,
I knew
so-
he would see this going down, but I guess like I heard it too, and I just heard my brother fucking listen to music, so I guess that would be initiative for me to be like, oh shit, I'm gonna go next. You know what I mean? And
Cool.
like I feel
Yeah.
like we just met these guys. We've already gone on adventures, so we've already kind of like. I know maybe some people here didn't see it, but we kind of proved that we knew kind of what we were doing at least. So yeah, we'll fucking take the lead on this one. And well, we already rolled that way, so I'll
Cool.
just say that's why it happened.
Okay,
But,
so what do you want to do?
okay.
What do you want to do there? Yeah, you guys were like, we've got this. We're
I already noticed.
ogres.
He jumped off, so I just took his spot right here. And how do I change my guy's view? I click that little circle, or?
Yeah, there's a little blue line coming out of your character.
Oh, I see
yeah,
it.
square.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you can change which
And
way
I'm
he
gonna turn
faces.
this way, just like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and cast. There's 2 spells I haven't added to my list yet on my character sheet, which are Magic Armor and Magic Missiles. And I have it written down if you wanna,
No, you're good. I know you had this.
Okay. Magic Missiles. It's 120 feet, 3 darts. I control, and it's a guaranteed hit. And they're all 3 rolls are 1d4, so it's 3d4. And I want to direct them all 3 at how do you ping shit? No, the draft,
Just hold it down. Just select the top arrow,
That
the
one.
select move. There you go.
That's
cool.
the one I'm aiming at. All 3 missiles. So I
Nice.
need to roll
Yeah.
3d4.
Roll me that 3d4, baby. Wait, you're level 2. Does that
Ooh, what
does
is
that increase?
No, I think it stays the same.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't think level 2 for me just gives me my my school. Basically.
Yeah, unless you have a higher spell slot that you cast it at, it doesn't increase.
Yeah, it's a level 1 spell. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to get a second level. Once you get a second level slot, though, it does increase the missiles by 1.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay. You want me to roll?
Yeah, do it up. 3d4, baby.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Oh.
Cool.
I'm fine with that. That's pretty good for.
Dope. What does that look like when you're? Did you just stand up on the wagon,
Alright, well,
turn around, and like hold your
I
hands
stood
up or something?
What I did was okay. So like I have a dagger, so I don't have like a fucking. I can see, so I'm not like worried. I stood up. I took his spot where he was sitting because I saw him jump off after he played, and I noticed the first giant ogre was laughing hysterically. I've seen him use this trick before, so I immediately knew the next thing to do was just I need to cast these things. So I put my fucking I have a dagger, and I'm gonna say I fucking I'm just gonna say for this one I end up throwing my dagger. Or, I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna fucking say I go like this, like it's a wand, and it fucking shoots fucking 3 bolts, and they all go and hit him right in the chest, like right in the center mass, like it just.
Okay. Hell yeah.
The three hit. I mean, they're not very effective. You know, it's just 3, but it's 9 damage. You know, maybe even if it's not the most like crazy thing, it's gonna help our friend get away from the extremely large ogre.
Cool.
I was thinking like some fucking Dragon Ball Z kind of.
I was gonna say like
hand
fucking
slash.
throw the dagger, and then since it worked, you see the dagger split into 2 more, and then they all like fucking hit the guy in the chest, and then you saw that happen, and then like you see that it pans back, it looks at me, and then the dagger's back already in my hand.
It's
So
so
it's
sweet.
like some crazy.
Or like you summon like a dagger that's made out of magic, and you can throw that one, and that one splits into 3 hits. And
Fucking wicked, yeah.
Yes, shit like that.
it's a shit like that.
Dope. Cool. Yeah. So these daggers like fly out through the air. Foo, foo, foo. Stab him, or they all stab him right in the chest. Ting, ting, ting. And then they just kind of like lay there, and blood starts to pour out of him. You can tell he doesn't really even notice all that much. You know, he's pretty huge. But
That could be an advantage if it's long enough fight.
you've seen some blood pouring out of him, so you know you've at least done some damage to him.
But it doesn't even like make him be like, yeah.
But yeah, he didn't look like it
Sorry.
affected him all that badly. Cool.
Oh, I didn't even roll to see if I hit him.
Oh,
You don't need to,
know
not with
that's-
magic missile.
Yeah.
Magic missile.
Yeah, magic missile's a guaranteed hit every time.
I need to increase that to a D20, dude. 3 D20s.
Cool. Okay. Boom. Now we are at the endowed. The endowed.
Shit.
Eldritch Blast.
Yo, that's max damage right there.
Damn.
That's
No,
not max
that's
damage,
he.
that's,
He
max
crits. So hit Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
And so see the number or no, on the far right, if you look at the bottom where it says Eldritch Blast +5.
Yeah.
Click that. No. On the far right. See where it says 25, 24, 120 feet, and then right underneath that it says Eldritch Blast?
That's exactly what it clicked.
Oh, he did click it?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No,
if it's
'cause
gonna
it should
roll
look like
the
that.
damage one.
That's what it should
Okay.
look like.
So what do I need to do?
Okay, so on the far right, see where you see where it says 25 and it's green?
If you're watching it.
25 on my screen.
On roll 20. Yeah, it's a green 25. Right below that it says Eldritch Blast. And when you hover over it, it turns red.
Yep.
Yeah, hit that.
Ooh.
And since it's a crit, you actually get another damage dice. So hit it one more time.
Hit that shit again, the Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's a crit, so you actually get double the damage. You roll your damage dice twice.
So he gets to throw another d20?
Whatever your damage dice are, he gets a D10 plus 10.
Oh, shit.
Damn. So okay, that's 29, 38 damage. And who are you shooting it at?
Shooting at that ogre that got fucking cut up.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay,
So-
same one.
So you see these knives just fly into the chest of the ogre, and then suddenly the endowed stands tall and casts Eldritch Blast. What does it look like when you cast Eldritch Blast?
Oh, is it the...
And is it coming from your penis?
Let me read the description. Shit. I like the description.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it could look like whatever you want it to. You could read the description, or you could just make it up. It could look like fire. It could, maybe you don't even see anything.
Like
It just explodes on him.
A giant, like, greenish, like, a bunch of different colored greens. Giant greenish ball that trails like foggy. And when it hits them, it kind of just, like, phases. Like, you know?
Okay, so there's like a smoke trail behind this giant green ball,
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
and then when it hits him, it disappears, or does it explode?
Goes right through.
Yeah, it, like, phases into them.
Like into them.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, cool. Yeah, so is it traveling fast? Or is it kind of like a slow... It's fast, but it's not like a fireball.
It's
Like,
fast.
so it is fast?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you see this kind of giant green ball that the endowed stands up, and you probably like form this ball in the air with your hands and then just send it off, and it just flies right towards this giant ogre. And you see it actually like go into the ogre's body. And for anybody that's never seen this, you're probably like, what the fuck just happened to that? Like, it disappeared, and then suddenly the ogre explodes from within, and there's a green fire that comes out from inside of him. And you kind of probably see, like, starting at his chest, and it just opens up, and green flames explode him everywhere. Gilroy, guts, and all this matter flies all over you. You probably feel a pretty intense heat from the explosion right next to you.
So he hit
But-
the one right in front of me?
Yeah, he hit the one right next to you, and it literally just explodes in a big green flame with chunks of ogre flying all over the place. And
So is that a combo?
he just falls and dies. That's maybe the combo, dudes. I don't know.
It's like I cut him open. Did that help it, or didn't even need help with those?
No,
combos?
He.
Oh, okay, so fuck.
Yeah,
it.
I mean, you guys both did good damage, but he got that crit, and that was crazy. Boom. All right, so that guy is
First
gone.
spell ever. Woo!
That guy is officially dead. Now, you still have this ogre cracking up in front of you.
Well, does
and,
the,
So Bull is here. He actually pulls out his scimitars, and he's looking down at his horse. You can tell he's very distraught, and he actually goes into a berserker rage.
Nice.
And he just jumps off, and we'll just say, he kind of pushes this other horse off to the side, and he gets the flanking for Giovanni on this other ogre that's just sitting here cracking up. So he gets up there, and he kind of looks at you, Giovanni, And you can tell in his eyes, man, he's in a rage, but he's still somewhat logical, and he just looks at you like, you ready? As he holds up his 2 scimitars and gets ready to swing.
And now it would be the ogre's turn.
The ogre.
Not quite yet. So Bull goes, and he actually ends up missing. He's in such a rage that he just can't quite control it, and he just takes 2 huge lunges. You can tell he's just going for killing blows. And actually, he misses the first one. And misses the second one as well. Yeah, he just swings maybe a little too hard, misses both of them entirely. Okay. Boom. We are back up to the ogre. So now the ogre is still cracking up, and he does need to make another wisdom saving throw for Tasha's hideous laughter, since he is still under the spell. Ooh, what was it?
Whoa.
What's your constitution? Wait, what is it? What's your wisdom?
My wisdom is.
I think it's higher than 13, right?
It's 11.
Okay, so he actually snaps out of it. He probably sees that Bull's right in front of him and takes these giant swings at him, and it kind of snaps him out of it. And, maybe he felt the heat from his buddy exploding right behind him.
What about my attack, though?
Did
were
you
just
not
the first
go?
to go? No, like what happened?
Did
was-
I totally skip Gilroy?
Well, yeah, what happened was he was the first to approach the.
Oh, yeah, and then he just dodged.
The next,
Yeah, so sorry, brother. Yeah, so...
The next order would be Goblin to Oscar.
Okay, go ahead. We'll say he hasn't snapped out of his laughter yet. Dude, I'm so sorry, Gilroy. Yeah, go ahead, what do you want to do? So this guy's actually still laughing. The other ogre just exploded right next to you.
So, I'm gonna like wipe off as much guts off my face as I can with the one hand, and realize that the other one's laughing, and I'm gonna notch an arrow, run up, jump off the ogre's beer belly or whatever, and while I'm in the air, shoot an arrow straight down into him.
Nice. Dope. Okay, so he's not facing you, so it would be hard to get to his belly. Do you want to just like kind of run and jump off his back, or are you trying to get around to the front and do it?
No, that'll be fine to jump off his back.
Okay, yeah, because he's hunched over at this point anyways, so it would probably be kind of a perfect target for you to just run and jump onto him.
I'll just jump off him.
Okay, cool, yeah, so you
shoot an arrow off onto him.
you run up, give me an athletics check, and then give me your attack roll as well. And you're doing it with the longbow?
Yep.
Now, do you get a disadvantage when you're right next to somebody with a bow? I think you do, right?
I think it's within 5 feet.
Yes, and you'll be like right on top of him. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so you hit him. 12 is good enough to hit. So you actually get up to him, and he's a little bigger than I think you had planned. So you try jumping up onto his back, and you kind of slip off a little bit, and you end up kind of scurrying up his back and just kind of like jumping straight up and pointing the arrow down at him. And you just, as you jump straight up, boom, shoot it down straight at him. It's probably not as graceful and cool as you had hoped, but you end up, you pull the maneuver off, and you want to land right where you are right there?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. So you land right next to him, and your arrow thump right on top of his shoulder, right where his neck meets his shoulder, and he just kind of still laughing, but you could tell there's a little pain right there. Cool.
And I rolled 12 damage off it.
Yeah, gotcha. Hell yeah, that's awesome. So now he's got this arrow sticking out of his shoulder, and now everything else that happens with with Bull running down, swinging, and totally whiffing. So now the ogre is up from the laughter. I'm sure after getting tagged with that arrow and getting swung on, the ogre started to wake up a little bit. So he actually stands up, and he's towering over all of you guys. You can tell he's like a little confused as to what was going on, but he gets his shit back together. He looks down at Bull, and he just takes out his giant club and swings straight down at Bull.
Come on, Bull, you son of a bitch. I'll pull through this one.
And he actually misses. So Bull was fast enough. He whiffed his scimitar attacks, but he was deft enough to just slightly step off to the side as this giant club that looks like a tree just came down and smashed the ground right next to him. Cool. Giovanni, you, sir, have the flanking damage on this ogre. That, however, if you cast a spell, it is going to negate that flanking damage since you're within 5 feet, unless it's like a touch spell. But you can always hit him with any kind of a melee weapon.
Now I'm just gonna run up behind him, jump up in the air, and try to punch him in the back of the head. They just boom.
Nice. Okay, so you're just going to go straight fisticuffs on this dude?
Yeah, I'm just gonna run up there and be like,
Fucking
bam.
balls to punch an ogre in the fucking back of the head.
Dude, seriously. Alright, dude, roll it up. Do you have, are you proficient in, you're proficient in simple weapons, right?
My fists are simple weapons.
Yeah, they do. They count as simple weapons. Do you wear anything on them, or are you just straight up going fists?
My fists.
Cool, man.
Do you just like swing
Roll it
your
up.
foot and try to
So what do I do?
Let's see. What do we have for Giovanni here? I don't think we have fists rolled up in there, so let me see exactly what kind of damage do fists do?
There's no weapon in the actual player's
For
handbook.
fists?
No. It's just generally meant for a DM. It's up to the DM sort of thing.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Let me look at your stats here. Your strength is not great. Your dex is pretty solid. And what do you get with a dagger? You get +3 with a dagger. Since your strength is so low, I'm just gonna say, just give me like a 2d4. I'll give you 2d4 dice for that. No addition or anything like that. But I'll give you like 2 punches, basically, like pa.
Okay. So 2 of them.
Yeah, do /R 2d4.
Ooh, not bad.
Nice.
Not bad.
Hell yeah. So you just pound on the back of his head. You just jump up and you just do like hammer fist on him or what?
Yeah, like a hammer fist. Got both my hands and go bam.
Double hammer fist right there. Hell yeah. The ogre doesn't really notice all that much. It's still concentrating on Bull right in front of him. But yeah, nice, man. Ooh, shit, wait. Okay, cool. Boom. Now, Jim, you just saw your brother hammer fist this ogre from behind.
Where is he at? He's just right behind him?
He's right behind him, yeah.
Well, like...
And now Gilroy is also, like, right kind of behind him, off to his side a little bit.
Where? Okay, and then... Well, I think I'm just gonna cast the firebolt if I can.
I don't know which way is forward for this thing.
Or wait, let me click this. I'm gonna click this.
I saw Oscar getting worried.
I'm gonna do a witch bolt instead.
Which bolt?
Yeah, I wanna do one. I'm gonna do a witch bolt directly
Nice.
at the. Wait. How do I cancel a roll? I accidentally clicked it, and I haven't even rolled to see if I'm gonna hit him yet. So, you know what I mean.
You haven't rolled anything. You're fine. You don't need to click.
It says click and drag to roll the dice. I might roll right now accidentally.
Oh, let him roll if it's fine.
Okay, well, then never mind. That doesn't mean anything. I was going for a. I gotta roll for a d20, right? It's the first.
Let's see. Witch Bolt, it's a concentration. It's one action.
Yeah.
You roll on let's see. A beam of crackling blue energy lances out towards a creature within range, forming a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target. Make a ranged spell attack against that creature. So you do have that Witch Bolt. You clicked it correctly. That's what you should click. And that's for hit. And then you click that. See how it says Witch Bolt down there? Click that for your damage. Boom. Yeah, nice. Hell yeah, dude. So this Witch Bolt, it just arcs out from your fingers. Do you have a specific color like for this lightning?
Well,
Does
I'm
it?
gonna stick with. Okay, I want to go back real fast. I want to say, yeah, I like what Oscar said. How I'm gonna say my dagger that I had, I grabbed it with one hand, I ripped out another dagger that was magical, and that's how when I threw it, it turned into 3 daggers. So I'm gonna just stick with that. A lot of my shit's coming from like me holding the dagger, kind of like a wand, but it's a dagger.
Okay, cool. So the bolt comes out of the dagger.
The dagger, and I just fucking I'm just aiming right at it basically, and it's just you see this bolt, just like this bolt of like this like lightning, fucking colorful like.
Let's just say
shit.
the handle of your dagger was made with the wood of a branch stuck by a lightning tree.
Yeah, there you go. And fucking but I'm fucking it's hitting them directly, like fucking, you know what I mean?
Sweet. Yeah. So this arcs out from your dagger and just shocks this giant ogre, and the ogre starts. You can actually kind of see the skin and bones of the ogre kind of flashing as this arc of lightning is shocking him, and the ogre stands up and it starts foaming at the mouth. It's screaming, and suddenly nothing. It stops. It just falls over. The arc of lightning travels right back up into your knife, and there's just a smoldering giant pile of ogre in front of you. And both the ogres are officially dead.
Yeah.
Nice.
Here.
Nice job, guys.
And fucking Bull's alive right now.
Yeah, Bull's fine. And Bull's actually, he's looking at everybody in awe, and he's looking back at you right now, Jim, because that that lightning bolt just it flew literally right past his head. Nice job. Yeah, he's looking at everybody in awe. He doesn't even say anything. He's just looking around.
And nobody's hurt, right? Like except for
the horse is dead, unfortunately.
Except for the horse.
Yeah, unfortunately, this horse is donezo. So yeah, Bull he looks at you guys and thanks you, and just goes right to changing the reins for a single horse carriage. And he's obviously ready to continue moving on.
I'm gonna walk over to the ogre that I shot with an arrow and just kind of struggle in taking out the arrow, and finally just like putting both my feet on the ogre's shoulders and then pulling with all my might. Yeah, pulling with all my might just to get that arrow out.
Nice. Yeah, you get the arrow back.
See what they're packing.
Yeah, you see they're both packing like 17, 18-inch ogre penises, but neither of them is as big as the endowed. The 20-incher still reigns supreme.
The other 20 inches.
Yeah, the quest was always waking up and finding out you're missing half your penis, so that's still a thing.
Nice.
A fake plastic tip penis that you put on the top of your 20 inches that you aren't missing to make you have look like a regular penis.
I don't know about you fellas, but after a fight, I usually go and take a piss. I'm gonna go take a piss by the tree over there.
Nice. After a successful fight.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. What do you guys do? So Bull lets you know that you're still probably about a half-day ride from where he is, and or where his village is. And he just says, you guys are welcome to come back to the village. I would love to have you, and I would love to put you up for the night. If you would come back, I'll cook you dinner, feed you some ale, introduce you to the family.
I think that sounds great.
Can we
Yeah.
ogres? They
So
have
how
any-
was that? How was that
Yeah,
for
can
a
we
close call?
search the bodies to make sure like that they don't have any like? You said they were like laughing and eating goblins. I want to go fucking check that shit too. Can I do an investigation check?
Yeah, yeah.
Or what do I? Is it an investigation that I need to do? Or
What do
fucking-
you? What specifically are you
Um,
trying to do?
I'm trying to search. I want to search the spot they were eating the goblins at and them to make sure, just to make sure we're not missing anything like gold or anything. They could have weapons or abilities.
Cool.
Like he's looking at their dick. I'm trying to fucking.
Yeah, yeah. So you scavenge around, you rummage around.
Investigation or.
You don't even need to really do a roll because you can. Everything is kind of right out there in the open
Yeah.
where they were. So if you check the bodies of the ogres, ogres don't really carry anything on them. They have some loincloths. They have giant tree trunk looking clubs that are pretty difficult for you guys to even pick up. But you do notice that there's some shiny stuff around where all the goblin remains are laying. And you guys end up getting 7 gold. And
Each?
no, 7 total, just total. 7 gold and 22 silver.
By you guys,
So-
you mean I found 7 gold and 22 silver.
Well, you would find it since you're the one looking, and everybody would see that you were over there. But you can try and hide it if you don't want anybody to see.
I mean, nah, I'm chilling. We just fucking all.
Yeah, because there's like pouches that the goblins had on them, and you were just kind of like rummaging through all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want, somebody can be the treasurer, and they can split stuff up at the end. I would definitely suggest having somebody keep track of the gold, or, Ethan gets all of it, and you guys.
You know what? Fucking, I found it. I'm gonna give it to Bull and be like, here, man. Here's for the, cause like to me,
Man, his horse is dead.
Yeah, that's for his horse. I say, like, I just make the decision. Don't even ask anybody. So maybe some people don't like that fact, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take that money, and then I found it, give it to him, and be like, hey, man, I'm chaotic neutral, but fucking sometimes okay. So that sounds good.
Cool.
Chaotic neutral just means that like you'll do anything to get your way.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, man, never know what that means.
That's cool. Yeah, Bull
I'm the one that gave them the money. Nobody else, what I'm saying? Like,
Bull gladly accepts as you walk up and hand him the fines. Yeah, and he has some tears kind of well up in his eyes. None of them, he doesn't really actually let the tears drip down his face, but you can tell it kind of touches him, and he thanks you graciously.
The bull.
To Bull!
Cheers.
Or whatever your horse's name was, Bull.
Bull's horse.
Cool.
Bull's horse.
Yeah, do you guys say anything as you watch
Bull's
him
horse.
hand the gold over to Bull? Does anybody have an objection or anything?
Yeah, like, are y'all gonna be like mad that I did that or anything?
No, I'm good with it.
Can I clasp my hand on your shoulder and say that I'm proud of you?
I'll nod in approval.
Hell yeah, okay.
Nice. Oscar?
Well, I can have this ability to speak to animals, and I kind of decided a while ago I was trying to talk to this horse, and he's being a dickhead, so I don't really care. Fuck that guy.
Okay, so was the other horse cool or no?
Yeah, the other horse is cool, dude. He was like, I knew he had it coming. That guy had it coming for a long time.
Oh no.
So I just walk up to the other horse and I whisper into it. She was like, man, fuck that guy, dude.
The horse neighs. Ah.
That's all we hear from our perspective.
You got me fucked up.
Yeah, I just walk up and go like a cool horse noise.
And
Nice.
everybody's like, what the fuck?
Do you guys wanna do anything else in the area? Or are you good on the spot?
Well,
Can
we
I use
fucking
insight?
searched. What are you using?
Insight as to where we are, like exactly.
You can ask Bull. He's very, very familiar with the area, and he let you guys know that. You're basically at this point close to a day's ride north of Lothlond, and you're about a half-day ride to his small little village where he's from. And basically, if you just kind of keep going north, the path meanders around, kind of east and west, and it ends up meeting up with a river that runs up this way and just kind of winds around it. And basically his little village is right off the side of the river in the path there.
Alright.
Okay. Well, fucking, I say like, yeah, I think he's happy now, especially.
Considering
I think we just
the ogres were munching on some goblins, I don't think there's anything else in the area.
Yeah, Bull nods in agreement, and he says,
Yeah.
"Indeed, this ambush could have turned out much worse for us, I think, if perhaps the goblins were here, but
Am I good to move back to here?
yeah, wherever you guys want to go."
All right.
And then he just
there,
he lets you guys know that
I
the
was.
road back to his village is likely safe.
Autobots, reassemble.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, we could probably travel through the night and get there sometime in the middle of the night and rest up.
Okay. Nice.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So you guys end up just traveling through the night, and you get to his village. And as you guys roll up onto the village, you notice that there are some obvious signs of a possible raid. You see some fires burning off in the distance. You see some smoke rising, and you see Bull stand up, and he yells out his wife's name, which I'm not sure what that is quite yet. But he yells out a female's name, and he screams in terror, and I think that's where we got to cut it for the day.
Damn. What the fuck? Wait a minute. So we get to this guy's place, and everything's fucking crazy. I'm happy. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're up on you come up to a village. You see some crazy stuff going down up here. Not quite sure what, and Bull is obviously in more distress.
Well, can we each take like? I mean, I don't know. If we're kind of, how far away are we from it? Never mind. I'm good.
From the village, you guys are like right at the village.
Okay, yeah, that's
So what I'll do is I'll say you guys took like a short rest while you were on the road.
Okay, since like he was the only one really driving, he knew the way. He's done it so much, so we were just kinda,
Yeah, so
like,
you guys were
really
probably
shooting
just
back
like chilling and hanging out on the wagon. Maybe you took a nap or something like that while other
then. Or maybe
people
even one
stayed
of us
on watch.
switched reins with him because he told us which way to go. Which all we had to do was like guide it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you guys got a short rest. Nobody even got hit, so you don't have to do any kind of hit dice or anything.
Yeah, we're chilling.
And let's see who expended some spells.
Word up.
I did
Magic missiles.
Yeah, I hit magic missiles and I did chaos bolt, or I did witch bolt.
Chaos.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey man, no.
Let's go. Great spell.
The paint fucking crazy, so.
Pretty.
And on the bush inside.
Yeah.
But it's great though. Makes you feel powerful.
Joy.
Oh, it'll make-
You actually don't get any spells back from a short rest.
Okay.
So
No.
I mean, I'm good.
yeah, that really only helps you guys with any kind of healing. Okay, cool. Well, we'll figure out what happens next. You guys make sure you count those spells off that you've cast in your character sheets. That way, when we come back, we know exactly how many you will have.
How do you do that?
So, bring up your character sheet. You should have under, let's see, is it under
I go to
spells?
spells.
Or is it
Yeah,
right
it's
on the
in
front?
spells.
Oh, can I
Yeah.
just click it?
Do you see do you see the numbers beside like the spell slots?
Yeah.
I think the left one is the total that you have, and then the right number is the amount that you have left.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go.
So you
left,
actually have 3 spells,
5.
Ethan.
Well, I have 5 spells. What do you
3
mean?
that you can cast per day, right?
You can only cast 3 spells.
Oh yeah, and I
Yeah.
already cast 2, so I've only got 1.
So you've got 1 left. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Oh shit, I forgot, but I have Hex, and I can cast Hex, and it doesn't cost me anything.
Nice. Yeah, your cantrip. Is it a cantrip?
I don't know.
Uh,
I think it's a Warlock spell.
yeah, but there's a difference between cantrips and spells. To where spells expend a spell slot, and cantrips you can just use at use, at like
will.
at ease.
Like minor illusion.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hex is a spell.
it's a spell. So it does cost. It takes one of your spell slots up.
It's a bonus action. Yes, that's yes.
Yeah, so you can do a hex before you go attack somebody, and then you can hex them and then attack in the exact same turn. Hell yeah, dope, cool. Damn, that was awesome, guys. That was fun. That was hilarious. Like, fucking great start. I had a blast. Did you guys enjoy it?
I thought it was great.
The first thing we did was get an orc high on fucking injectable THC.
We had a party at the tavern, dude. We crashed that place twice.
We just got fucking baked, fucked up at the tavern with the fucking barkeep.
That was awesome. Cool. Well, let's do some shout outs. And if you guys are all down to just come back on next Wednesday and continue where we left off, that would be dope. I'd love to just continue this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get my schedule for next week tomorrow, so I'll be able to see if I'm off Wednesday.
Cool. Yeah, all right.
Sounds good. We can always figure stuff out.
Yeah, let me
thought that
know.
was fantastic. I want to let you know there's no magic armor in this thing. I was trying to add it. I already added magic missiles. But...
Mage armor?
Yeah, mage armor.
I'll be mage armor.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's just a
Yeah,
description.
never mind. It's
We
mage.
can...
I'm
Yeah, it's just... We can add the description. We can put it in there. Sick. Dope. Let's do some shout
Oh,
outs.
it's there.
Let's do some shout outs. Gilroy, aka Alien Cake, aka Liam.
Hello.
What was your
Oh,
what's
wait.
your Twitch again? Yeah, give us some shout outs. What do you he
My
streams?
Twitch is Alien Cake Twitch. It's not just Alien. Someone else has, or Alien Cake. Someone else has that. That name for some reason. But it's Alien Cake Twitch on almost everything. My Instagram, my Twitter, my Twitch. My Steam is just Alien Cake.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's me.
Dope. Check out Liam over on Alien Cake Twitch. What do you stream usually?
Overwatch, PUBG, some competitive games like that.
Nice.
Okay.
Dope. Cool. Let's go Mitch Luke, the Endowed.
What up, Pale?
You got any shout outs, anything you want to say? Doesn't have to be a shout out, you could whatever. The floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, dog.
I don't know, man. I had a fucking blast with that shit. That was just amazing. That was the funniest first WoW session ever. Like, easiest
First WoW session.
PG session ever, man. That was fucking wicked.
Dude, that was hilarious. Yeah, that shit had me cracking up.
Wow, RPing right now, dude.
Hell
I
yeah,
almost
it's
fucked
WoW,
that happening, too.
Dope. Let's see. Jim, Ethan, what's up? What do you got for us?
I got shit.
Boom. Get your
Fuck
shit
yeah.
on, everybody.
Podcast motherfuckers.
Giovanni Jim? Oscar the producer?
Yeah, Oscar the podcast producer on Twitch. Omeister on Twitter. That's it.
Boom. Hell yeah.
That's it.
Well, I hope you guys had fun. I had a fucking blast. This was great. This was a good cast too. Like everybody seemed like they were just having a really good time. So yeah, thanks.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. I hope
Yeah.
I hope you come back, Liam.
I plan
And
on it.
sweet. Thanks
We got more
everyone
stuff to
for
do.
hanging. We're gonna host somebody. I'm gonna host these guys. They're doing D&D as well.
Ooh, okay.
So let's host these dudes. And yeah, we're gonna be back. When are we back? Friday?
Today is Wednesday, so
Today's
we're back
Wednesday.
Friday.
So yeah, so we're back
Maybe
Friday
Thursday.
night with a regular cast. Tomorrow night, who knows? Who knows
Yeah,
what
maybe
could
we'll play some
happen?
games or something.
Maybe we'll play some games. Maybe we'll do just a normal cast. We did miss a cast this morning, so yeah, maybe we'll do a makeup cast tomorrow night or something.
Our internet's back up though. So.
Internet is back and in full force. We love you guys. Thanks for being here.
You can
Go.
tell from this 3.5 hour stream.
Yeah. Go check out these guys, The Saving Throw Show. Really appreciate